time, weather, and...
Hello, hello, hello.
Always.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meatball.
All right, it's Easter. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter. Hey.
By the time some of you listen to the show, Easter will already be over. So any Easter content will be old and played out by then. You're on to new memes now. Maybe we'll blow up some more shit this week. We don't know.
Mother's Day memes.
That's how you make some things great. You destroy everything else. So then, in comparison, that thing is probably a little better, right? The Secret Life of Pets comes out on Netflix coming up. We're going to talk about that. PPVGuys did not send in a show, but I'm sure we can scrounge up something to play. Maybe we'll just talk shit about them instead of their segment.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok trailer. Mayday watched it moments before the show. I can't wait to hear his opinion on that. The Star Wars Last Jedi. Allie loves it. She says it's real Star Wars.
What?
Maybe not. Find out. Mebra put out a new video. Whine and Cheese did not. We went to see Jak Locke, and we're going to review Zombies Eating Sheep, Magik Saturn, and Billsberry Flowboy at Southport Hall. Southport Hall. Did it go good? Did it go bad? Are we pissed off? Did anybody have to get strangled or beat down to the ground?
Yeah, did anybody have to catch these hands?
Did these hands go flying?
Who?
Did they get punched in their dick, sucker?
Might have. This ain't Alpha versus Beta, Vinny. You're on a respectable show here. Hope you act as such. Damn. It might not be real radio, but we try to be some level of respectable. You know, a bunch of guys sitting around laptops. God damn it, we're going to do a good job at it. Dude, Vinny, did you have a good Easter?
What's up? I had a fucking awesome Easter.
Okay.
Drank fucking champagne all day and ate some lamb and fucking...
Did you celebrate when
Full of-
Jesus
Jesus
is alive. Dead. Live it up.
Zombie Jesus, thank you for
Can't
the food.
see us while he's dead.
That's right.
Yes, Easter's always fucking cool. I don't give a fuck about Jesus. I just give a fuck about the bunnies and the chocolate and the food.
Jesus is just all right with me.
Thank you, Harry. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing dumber to me than the whole Jesus thing is the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny, yeah.
What a fucking dumb thing. Like
Where'd it come from?
Some kind of rabbit comes and brings you chocolate.
Among other things, yeah.
Is that a rabbit?
How fucking nutty is that? Like, that's what we are as a society.
What's the origin of that?
There was this guy who got, like, crucified, and then boom, next thing you know, a rabbit.
A rabbit pops out and gives you chocolate.
You read about why it's the rabbit today.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's not interesting.
It's not
funny.
It's kind of
It's a
interesting.
stupid reason, basically.
Yeah. Fertility. Rabbits. They fuck like rabbits.
No,
I think
that's
I
not
read
what it
something
is.
about them saying that a rabbit can get pregnant without losing its virginity.
Yes.
I don't know how to fuck that
And
up.
they're claiming that
I know they have a lot
that's
of strokes per second.
Vinny, I almost went and Googled to find out how, but I'm scared. I
it's
don't
a
want
metaphor for the Virgin Mary because she had the kid and she didn't fuck no dude supposedly.
That means smoking Buddha is like murdering little baby Jesus rabbits.
He is. He's murdering Marys.
I wonder
That's
if they
real
should have
nice.
sacrificed some today. Child, come here, boy. Bring Blaze out in the backyard. I'm going to teach you a valuable lesson.
God,
called
you're
sacrifice.
horrible. You're fucking horrible.
Exactly.
He's a killer. Would you kill a baby, a rabbit? Not a baby, but a
I would.
full-grown
I
one?
don't kill animals. I just don't do it.
Well.
I'm an animal lover. I couldn't. I just
You're all
don't.
right to go into Rouse's, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't have to slay little Bambi, fucking cut its throat, I'm good. I'm good with it, dude. Like, it's not like a moral. I mean, I know we need to fucking eat, and I know I like meat, but I sure as hell don't want to look at it in the fucking eyes and shoot it in the forehead.
Oh,
It's not me.
no.
Or clean it.
Or yeah, any of that. I don't want any
They
of
got
that
me
shit.
so afraid of fucking chicken now. I'm
You
definitely
fuck
afraid
chicken?
of
I've
it.
had
now?
a lot of bad experiences with chicken. And
Really?
I keep going back.
Are you scared of it too, though? Like,
I
to
just
touch
get-
it, and then you got to wash
It just
this?
gets
and
funky, and then I always think in the back of my head, like, what did I touch when it was raw? And
Right.
like, is it gonna get me sick? Did I get something in my eye? Like, you know, when you're cutting chicken and cleaning
And I
bones.
do like it overcooked, luckily, because I overcook it, because I'm freaked out. I'm scared as shit of it.
I'm always freaked out, even if it's perfectly cooked. I want it to know that it's definitely 100%. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I let him cook because I always feel like I'm gonna like kill us from E. coli or whatever. Salmonella.
That's
She
salmonella.
couldn't even reheat Huda wings. Like,
I did a shit job.
bombed on.
It's crazy, man. I haven't used my microwave in like a microwave in probably 3 or 4 years.
Are you scared of that?
No, I just don't. I don't know. It shrivels up everything, makes everything taste like shit. I don't really use it. I use
nothing's
the oven
crispy.
for everything and pots and pans and shit for everything.
Yeah. My
always
deal with
tastes better.
I usually heat up my water when my fucking sinuses are real bad from a neti pot. I don't want to use the tap water because it might got that brain-eating amoeba in it.
Either that
So
or you
then-
have some metals up in your brain.
Yeah. So then I take the Kentwood, the good water, and then I microwave it. So now I'm fucking freaked out. Like, am I pouring cancer water through my nose?
Yeah, he's
Are you putting
microwaving it in
radiation
plastic
into
too.
your
Yeah.
water?
Right.
And
then
plastic-
pouring it through my head.
I don't. I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the microwave. Right?
Supposedly, you're not supposed to microwave food with plastic because something
never.
about chemicals and shit will like melt into
Well, we
there.
bought a plastic thing to cover everything we heat up in it.
Well, fuck it, we're gonna die.
Oh man. Yeah, Vinny, it's not
It
good.
happens, bro.
It
Did
is
you
what
want-
it is.
You gotta
man.
die from
Fuck.
something. My thing is just cancer runs in my family.
Maybe
so
they
I'm
made
like,
3 bags of
I'm extra
fucking pizza
careful
rolls
about
over
that
there. Sorry, Vinny. I'm trying to listen to you all the time. Like, man, I'm fucking getting hungry now. Mayday's over there cooking it up like Davey. Davey puts pizza rolls in the microwave and the oven because he can't wait for the ones in the oven to be
This is-
ready.
Oh, he starts them off
Just
real quick and then
preheating the
puts them
oven
the
right
crisp.
now, you know?
Yeah.
We haven't put the pizza rolls in the oven yet.
Dude, I'll eat the fuck out of some pizza rolls. I dip them in honey.
What?
I dip them in honey.
Oh, honey and red
It's
gravy?
No,
fucking
no,
awesome.
No.
Dude,
Really?
yeah, when I make a spaghetti sauce, I use honey to sweeten it.
All right. But you
love
dip
honey.
pizza rolls in honey?
Yeah, dip it in the honey. It's delicious.
man.
It's fucking fire.
That sounds like a rap song. Dip it in the honey.
Dip it in the honey. Dip it in the honey.
It's a hit.
It's good. I like everything in honey. I'll put honey on everything. dude.
Really? Allie, would you try that?
No.
I put honey in my red beans and my chili.
I'm more with the
fucking-
sriracha
I
sauce.
love honey, but I
Pizza
can't.
rolls and sriracha sauce? That's pretty fun.
When I was a little kid, I used to eat honey sandwiches on white bread. Just fill it up with honey and just eat it.
I don't know.
You serious?
I don't know if
Yeah.
I can handle it.
Closest I ever got to that was the
I get some
sopapillas
fire ass
at,
honey
what you
though,
call it?
dude. I'm not gonna lie. I get some
Ponchos?
fire honey.
Yeah.
Honey
Sopapillas with
ass honey.
My boy
bro.
Emil is a badass fucking. He's a beekeeper and he has a bunch of hives and stuff. So I always get like the fresh local stuff when I get my honey.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like my allergies lighten up when I eat it. And
Really?
Fucking, I get like energy. Yeah, it's awesome.
Does it ever crystallize?
Yeah, yeah.
That-
all
that's
honey does.
weird, right?
Yeah, no, not really.
No?
I mean, all you got to do is like put it in a pot with like some water.
Or the microwave?
Like, yeah, if you actually the microwave will just harden it more.
Oh, what?
You
All right.
can't keep reheating it and heating it, so you pour a little bit in and you double boil it in a pot, and then it loosens up. And then
Yeah,
you
a pot, Mayday. Thank you. Oh, really?
not a
So you
pot.
heat it up?
yeah, you don't like no direct heat, but just in water in a pot. You take
Yeah.
a little jar and you pour some crystals. You
Yeah,
chunk
yeah.
some crystals in there, and then you let it.
I always throw his shit away. I'm like, I'm scared. I'm scared to eat that.
No, that's perfect. It's
I just
fine.
can't get it out of the squeezy thing. I need to get jar honey because like I can't get it out once it starts getting too crystalline. You know.
True. Okay.
double boil that bitch.
What is that?
Double boil.
Trying to get the crystals out of it.
Oh, you should see me trying to squeeze. I just got pissed and threw the whole thing away. I was like, "Fuck this shit!" And just threw it.
God damn it.
Gotta paint a picture.
And
For
you
our
did.
audience.
Oh, you-
So we set up the date with you tonight because Spylights.
It's supposed to come out on 420.
Yeah, you were shooting for that.
Shooting.
Let's say supposed
Shooting
to. I mean,
hard.
yeah.
Like, I was actually, technically, I was shooting for that date last year to put it out, but a bunch of shit came up and I had to divert my attention to other things and other projects. I had to put it on the back burner. And then this year, I never got a legit date from him. I just knew he was going to get to it around February or March.
Yeah.
So when I finished, I sent it off like a month ago. I look and I just realized that he was on tour, playing all these dates with Animals as Leaders and Intervals and, Pliny. So I'm like, I can't expect the dude to come in a hurry with it because I know he probably wants to put his feet up from tour and decompress for a little bit and shit. So I just put it off another month. Hopefully,
But he was worth using.
150%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so then
if he told me October, I'd be like, I'm cool,
Right,
totally
let's
with
just
it.
wait till then.
Yeah, I had to just accept the beatings, but
Yeah.
Well,
let's go back to some people that might know. You were in Scorsese's when I first met you, and you were in 2A Radio.
2A Radio,
I've
and then
seen
I
y'all
was
play,
then
but
I
I
was
didn't
a
really
singer
know you.
for Alone at the Wheel for a while,
Yeah.
and then Storm fucked that up like it did with so many people's shit, and then I got in the Scorsese's for a while, and now I'm in Like Water, and I'm doing my solo act, which is Spylights.
Yeah, and Spylights kind of came about as a collection of stuff that you had written and just nowhere to kind of use it.
Yeah, technically, before I got in Scorsese's, my old keyboard player Jarrell Rodriguez, me and him, he was my bass bass player in Spylights, and these were all like I just started learning playing guitar probably in like 2005 or 6. I had already messed around with it like a little kid would, pick it up and play around a little bit. But I really started playing. I started writing a bunch of songs. Well, I was going to go into Balance Studios on the North Shore. My boy Drew Vondahar was Dave Fortman's right-hand man. And we were going to go in there and record all the songs we did that I wrote. He just played bass on, but we were going to do that before Scorsese's. And when Scorsese's came up, I kind of did the same thing I did with the album from last year. I said, oh, okay, I guess this takes precedent. I'm going to have to put my shit on the back burner. And because all these guys are giving their all, I got to do the same thing, you know? So I never did go and drop them when I wanted to. And I'm glad I didn't, because now, after sitting on these songs for so long and playing them and revamping them and changing parts, it's like a whole different world compared to how they were.
along with you, kind of.
Yeah. And I ended up, when I got out of Scorsese's, I literally, I was a hermit for 2 years. I didn't leave my fucking house, barely, and just hung out in my studio.
Oh, it fucked you up bad, huh?
Oh, dude, it made me like, I lost touch with the world and my friends and like a bunch of shit, you know?
Was it depression, or you just going, taking a total break?
No, I had a fire under my ass, because like after Scorsese's, and the carpet got pulled under us, and we were so close to like really doing the damn thing, you know? It made me lose faith in people, I guess you could say, like, or camaraderie as a group.
Right.
So I basically was like, man, look, fuck this. I don't need anybody. I can do all these instruments myself. I play them all. I'm just gonna do it, because if you want something done right, and it's guaranteed, do it yourself. So I just started writing, and I didn't plan on putting out just 5 songs. I was gonna put out like a full-length record, like 12, 13 songs. And I wrote, over the last 2 years, I've written like 30-something songs. And I have full songs written, but I don't want to give everybody too much too fast. Like, I want to put out an EP.
Why not, Brian?
I mean, I'll listen to the first track and then, like, not listen to the rest of the 13 on that
like
fucking
down
record.
Bullshit, dude. He dropped 64 on us one time. I was like, holy shit. It was great, though. Like,
right,
I don't know.
But
I don't know no complaints
I'm not being
about
a dick, but in today's
society,
you, like, most people don't have
you gotta put them on the drip.
interest to go further than you have to give them what they like first, and then you can give them more of what they like.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
You got them on the drip.
Yeah.
Like on on that Spylight tit.
Yeah, I want them on that tip.
Yeah. Just
Suck
a
it
little
away.
sip. Just wet the beat. You're not gonna immerse the bird first day out.
No. I want to give you a little 5-song sampler, 6-song sampler, and if you dig that, then you know when the full length comes out, you might come to my show or buy my record or whatever, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can't give them too much at once, then you'll put out a 15-song record and nobody will really listen to the whole record, and it'll be 2 years past, and you'll be like, that's 12 songs that nobody heard.
2 years from now.
Thank you, Steve. How many are you releasing the first go around?
I'm doing 6.
6 songs
on the first EP, and then I already
all
pretty
originals?
much had all originals, all me, and
what does that mean? All you?
I played every instrument for the record. I played drums, bass, keys, vocals. Did all the mixing and most of the
Where'd you record this at?
in my house.
So you recorded it also?
In my little home studio. Yeah, I recorded everything.
So you recorded it, played all the instruments, wrote all the arrangements,
and mixed it. Before I knew I had Simon, I was spending hours and hours constantly every day while I was recording the song. I was mixing, so I just got so redundant.
Did Sloan maybe hit the space bar once in a while?
Once or twice, she's
something?
recorded me, but anybody that's recorded me, I found out that it's just better for me to record myself now that I have a wireless keyboard, because they'll be like, "No, man, that was awesome. That was the take," and then I'll get in an argument with them because I'll be like, "No, I fucked up the R. We got to do that again."
You're just here to hit the space bar.
And they'll be like, "No, dude, I really think you're throwing something away good, dude. I wouldn't throw that away."
Man.
And then I'm like,
serious?
"No, I know I could do this better.
This is mine.
But that's your friend trying to help you. But at the same time, I guess I've
got rid of all those friends.
I've keyed in. I've gotten in the past 2 years. I've gotten really keyed in on knowing what good pitch and melody and timing and everything is like on a production standpoint.
Really?
So I know exactly what I want.
Have you cross-referenced this to make sure? What if you're just delusional again and you're finding faith in humanity?
Whatever I'm doing it. I'm doing it right, and I'm getting what's in my head out the way I want it out, and that's every musician.
That's it, right?
You know,
it's up to everybody else whether they agree that you got it figured out. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? But you're not going to know until you're just true to yourself and your opinion, and then see what happens with it.
I mean, you got to trust your gut.
See, that's fucking cooler. I mean, dude, Mayday, that's a lot of shit to do.
Oh, I know.
He's got a wireless keyboard,
was fun.
too.
Don't get me wrong. It's really fun waking up and smoking and then writing a riff and then going, wow, what can I do with this riff? Can I make it better or whatever? And fucking doing your thing. It's great. But the only thing that sucked about it is, you know, me doing all the instruments and the mixing and the engineering and everything, it got so redundant and lonely that I'm just like, man, like I'd call my friends up and I feel like, you know, like I feel like a little kid. Like when you call up when you're my age, right, in your late 30s, and you call up your friends to jam or hang out or something, and you're like, hey, you want to come over and jam? You don't get a yes. You get you get like, oh no, I can't, or I got to go to dinner with the wife, or I got to do this with the kids,
so busy.
Or you know, yeah, they got something to do.
Like, yeah, the last time you yelled at me. You had a good take.
I feel like I like a lot of times in my studio, like, because you know I work from home, so I don't have to go do the regular 9 to 5 like everybody else. And I feel like kind of like when I want to jam, I feel like a kid walking around a neighborhood, like when you were a kid, knocking on doors, going, "Hey, can John come out and play?" And their mom's like, "No, they got homework to do," and they shut the door, and you go to the next door. I feel like that's what it's like with a lot of my friends. I'm like, I hit Scotty Elstrod up sometimes. I hit some people up.
He doesn't have a pick, and it's like, Vinny, I would come
Roman
over.
comes over from Resurface and hangs out and jams sometimes. He's an awesome dude to jam with.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Very talented dude. Dude's got mad composition skills and knows what, you know, he's on the level.
Nice.
It's nice. Yeah, but you know, it just gets redundant when it's just you by yourself. I love creating music, dude. I do. I love the creation process, but I don't like. It's worth more when there's other brains and colors and heads and stuff to make a collaborative project. I mean, I love what I'm doing, and I'm 100% satisfied with everything I wrote. Because I kind of put my head in different mindsets when I wrote a lot. Like a lot of these songs on the record, some don't sound like the same genre, some don't sound like the same feel or the same instrument. You know,
right.
I shook it up a little bit, and I'm hopefully on the full length I can shake it up a lot more, maybe freak people out a little bit. But it just gets redundant when it's just you. You know, it gets boring.
And you can get tunnel vision very quickly too. Sometimes, you know what I mean. And I think that's a big drawback to it. You know,
and Mayday, you know what it's like to mix, right?
Sure.
So like after you've spent 7 hours kicking yourself, saying, "Oh, that bass line wasn't good enough," trying to and then you finally get it,
right?
Then you have to mix it. Then after you mix it for a couple hours, then you got to listen on your car stereo. Then you got to listen on your house stereo. Then you got to go to your Bose speakers. Then you got to go listen to it. Yeah,
we live it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I think a lot of people don't. They just think you just go, you know, a couple hours to fucking a place, turn on a computer, and that's it, and bounce it down. They're like, no, it's a little bit more in depth than that.
You just plug it into the computer and play, right?
I mean, dude,
and you got a song.
Not to mention, when you're firing and you're in the fucking shit, you know what I mean? And your synapse is going crazy, and you're doing all these different colors.
Lots of drugs. That's intense.
Actually, no drugs, which makes it harder. But no, seriously, you lay in your bed, you put earbuds in at 4 in the morning. Right. You're like, this is the last mix. I'm not doing it anymore. And you lay down, and all of a sudden, you're like, that fucking bass needs to go up a little bit. That's the only thing that's missing. Before you know it, it's 4:45. You're back on the computer mixing again.
See, I don't know how you ever got this done. Because I know from what I've heard, you're a perfectionist. And if you got to do a vocal take, and these are songs, other people's songs that you're like guest, you know, spotting on, and you'll do one little part that you had 100 to 200 times if that's what it takes, and you're not gonna stop until it's perfect.
Because it has to be, you know, not.
But
like,
how did you get
perfect
6
is not the
songs
word.
done with every instrument? Like, how did you ever accept any take?
It took a long time.
It took a while, but at the same time, the more I got more practice and studio work under my belt, the faster I started learning how to work. I started learning
less.
Well, I started learning other things and learning not to do certain. You know, you learn so much from yourself,
and just by doing it.
Yeah.
And you're recording it back and listening back, so you're getting a critique constantly.
Yeah, and by, like I said before, by listening to it on all your media places, like your TV, listen to it on everything, you know, just to get it. And if you get it a decent one on all those, you've done pretty well, you know. And I mean, I love it. I love doing it, dude.
How do you feel about that?
What?
Like, music's compromised, I would say, from trying to make it sound good on everything. Like, you'll never hear the song as good as you could just because you're listening through shitty speakers and stuff. And now it's being recorded like that and saved.
Right.
Like, we could look down the line and go, damn, I wish I had a better recording with better stereo equipment. Well, but there's not going to be them there.
I agree.
You know what? Honestly, though, with plugins today, all you need is raw tracks. You could give me raw tracks of bass, guitar, keys. They could sound like shit. I could throw plugins on them, tweak them, EQ them, and I could at least get them decent. like to where it was night and day, you know?
Right.
But
To get them from good to great, though, that's where you need that.
If
that
you don't have a
solid
good
foundation.
recording, you don't have shit. I threw away so many vocal tracks because my mic clipped a little bit when I was doing the scream or something, and I could have worked, but I was like, nah, I want headroom for this dude if I pay somebody to mix this for me.
You take out things like dynamic range. Like, how many times did this ever happen to y'all when y'all listen to Pink Floyd Time? When those chimes go off in the clocks?
Yeah.
It's too low in the beginning. You hear some, but you can't really hear it till you turn the stereo up, and then you can hear the clocks, and you go, okay, adequate volume.
Sure. And
then the fucking gong goes off, and it scares the fuck out of you because you had it turned too loud.
Yeah, they set you up.
I don't think they would ever make anything like that right now. Like, there can be no dynamic range.
They want it as fucking loud as you can get it on a stupid fucking iPhone.
Dude.
From
Even
the
if it's not
beginning,
crushing.
from when it starts to when it ends.
No, fuck that.
No, a lot of bands, man. The sound difference is so huge. Like, you listen to a certain kind of band, and then go to a certain metal band, and everything's squashed and it's so loud. It's like you could just tell
fatiguing. It's a square
the
wave.
Waves look like blocks. They don't even look like waves, you know? Dynamics are in the waves.
Right.
When
Yeah.
everything's like this, that's not dynamic.
Agreed. I'm 100% with them, man.
Is he bullshitting me? He went too far. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, the metal band went too far because it's all squashed.
Too much.
Everything. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a time to be brittle. There's a time to be smooth.
It's more of an effect.
Yeah.
You can't make that your foundation. And I think that's what a lot of these people overlook. These people.
Nuts.
Yeah, they're like,
know what I mean?
I'll trigger every kick drum and it'll sound super thumpy and perfect on every hit, and it doesn't sound human.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I did, on my record, I did use, Superior Drummer and Easy Drummer for the kits and stuff, but I played it. So you have a human feel in
You
there.
get the natural swing.
Rather than just
He's come to the dark side.
the problem is I don't think enough people want to be experimental enough nowadays. They just want to do something like somebody else instead of just listening to their gut and going, you know what? Even though a fucking French horn don't belong in a metal song, that would sound really fucking cool right now. Or maybe there's a cool flute I could put in this hip hop song that would be so dope. And if you do it right, it'll fit anything
We heard
you
some of
want
that
to
last
do.
night. Dude, did you grow up a musician?
My mom was a piano teacher and a vocal instructor, and she actually, when she got pregnant with me, she got offered like a record contract and stuff to go to Nashville, and she turned it. My dad was like, "Honey, go if you want to," and she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay and have a baby and take care of him." So when I grew up, my dad
ruined everything.
Yeah, my dad played trumpet, and my dad was captain of state police.
Oh, really?
And he also played trumpet. He used to play with Pete Fountain, all kinds of people.
This
all
is
the time.
fucking crazy.
Right?
Wait, go ahead. Say it again.
What?
Your dad's what?
He was captain of Louisiana State Police.
All right.
Damn.
He
And
was Troop
played
A.
a horn.
He played trumpet.
This is great. Really
Yeah.
didn't know you. Now, if you only had a trumpet to put on top of that, it'd be shit.
So when I grew up, I had I used to blow the trumpet. My mom had acoustic guitars around the house. She also had a piano, upright piano, as well as an organ. With the old school organs where you could click the little plastic on the left and it'd be like, oh, that's an oboe.
The black and white button.
Yeah, the
or
old
something?
school
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, those are cool.
So I had those with the pedals and everything. And then all the time, I know, no matter what she was listening to, and granted, my mom didn't have the greatest music taste, but she loved like Elvis and like the Oak Ridge Boys and Olivia Newton-John and Tom Jones and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there was always records playing around the house,
Really?
like Michael Jackson, all kinds of shit always playing
No
around
one ever
the
told
house.
everybody stop doing that. Like, can you take a break from that?
No, because I think in a way, and I know this is going to spawn such a bigger story for me,
boy,
but
here we go.
All right, I have a strong feeling that every kid deserves to have a chance to play musical instruments around the house. Because you never know, dude. Like, I'll give you an example. My girlfriend Sloan, for instance, right? She plays crazy double bass kick drum beats and hi-hat openings and fills and progressive music and stuff. She's been playing drums for about 2 years. If she would have picked that up or had drums around the house when she was 8 years old, she would be like on
freak.
tour,
Yeah.
right,
Fuck
freaking out
them
right now.
8-year-olds. They had it coming.
My buddy,
To pick something
my
up and
buddy
learn it to
Nasty
that
Nate.
level that quick.
Have you
Did
ever met
go, "All right,
Nasty
you had
Nate?
it." Nasty Nate?
Nasty Nate?
I don't believe.
He's a good friend of mine, and he's from Tampa. And Nasty Nate's dad was a bass player, right? Never knew his dad his whole life. Grew up his whole life. Went to school. He drafts houses, does all that other stuff. Never picked up a bass. He called me up. He was like, he's like, man, I'm thinking of getting that game Rocksmith for Xbox. You know, like my girl's gonna buy me a guitar or a bass or something. And immediately he's a big boy, so I was like, man, you're a big boy. You got big sausage fingers, dude. You need to be a bass player. And he was like, well, my dad was a bass player. I was like, well, pick up a bass and see if you like it, right? He comes over to my house the first day he has a bass. Never played a bass before in his life. And I record him. He's doing like full progressions with fills and all kinds of stuff in time with the metronome. And I'm like,
you're lying.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's just me producing him and helping him and going, hey, dude, now don't do this. Dude, one day we recorded a track that like literally you could hear it on the radio. And this is this dude's first day on bass. Imagine if his mom or his dad would have had a bass guitar just sitting around the house just for him to, go fuck around with when he was bored.
Yeah, but there's so many things. What are people supposed to do? Have a new thing for the kid every day?
At least don't.
This week's gonna be a bass.
Try to like.
We all didn't grow up privileged.
Right, true, but you know what? They got dudes in fucking South America playing guitar on two-string.
I used to play on
shit.
pots. I get them pots out with them fucking wooden spoons, man. Start busting a jam. My dad said, "Put the fucking pots up and turn it off."
Dude, my first drum kit was a red Lego box with real drumsticks, and the name of my band was called Circumcised Pirates. I remember this. I have a tape we recorded when I was like 10 years old, dude. And it was a Lego box. It wasn't a drum, but it made a drum noise.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes noise, I'm not to be.
They never asked you to stop doing that. Like it's too loud.
You are a garbage man.
They were music people, though, right?
Huh?
So your parents were music people, so it didn't bother them that you were trying to.
Yeah,
play
I mean,
stuff.
my dad passed when I was like 7 years old, so my mom basically raised me.
Oh, Jesus.
So around the house, it was like during the day, if I wasn't out playing with my friends, I was playing on the organ or just not. I wouldn't call it playing, but I'd be sitting there with two fingers, just stomp, poking away at the keyboard.
I could see Vinny making a racket. His poor mom's there just going, "I should have took the contract."
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. That's the reason that I never took lessons from a mom. Piano-wise,
she secretly hates you.
I could play piano. I could do runs and play piano and chords and shit. But she's the kind of person like she'll walk up to you and like hit your pinky with with the ruler. Like put that motherfucker. No, don't use that finger on that key. Use that finger. No. And I'd be like, Mom, I just want to play.
I don't do that on stage.
I don't want this shit. And she'd be like, well,
Mom,
if you don't want to learn,
if
you don't want to learn, I'm not gonna teach you then. And we get in head-to-head arguments all the time. So the last person I wanted to spend a lot of time with on piano, she's a perfectionist too. So I didn't want to have to go through that.
You think you take off there a lot?
Big time.
Like y'all butt heads because y'all very similar?
Very much alike.
You gotta hit her with a roll them back.
She's a sweet, awesome, unique, you never know what's gonna come out of her mouth. Like she may say something, you be like, holy shit.
Wow, that just came out of her?
Oh my God. Yeah, she's a maniac.
That's pretty cool though.
I love her though.
They were musicians and stuff. Your mom, does she still do anything?
No, she plays piano though.
Yeah.
She still plays piano. I posted a video on Facebook a while back on one of my old profiles, and it was like her killing the Godfather theme at full speed, doing all the sweeps and everything. My mom's 76.
That's awesome.
So I was looking at her like, Jesus Christ, like how are you able at 76 for your fingers to still sweep and shit?
Right.
Like,
how does she not just have arthritis by then? Like, come on. Them things get all jacked up.
Right?
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So I kind of came from it. I always had it around. It was fun. It inspired me. Before there was pot, there was instruments. That was my inspirato,
Then there's instruments on pot.
Yes.
Even better.
I mean, dude, I was that kid, man. I had like, Metal Edge and Hit Parader magazines, and I had bands all over my wall. I knew every name to every band member of any band I ever liked. I had every record. I was that dude,
Yeah.
I was like obsessed. Like, I'd tell you, someone would be like, oh, was this person playing? Like, no, he only played in 86 to 88. I was like that.
Oh, man, right.
But that's what
that was your thing.
That was my thing. But I don't find that people have that same kind of, like, love nowadays for music.
We're all not fanatics.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. You're right.
But there's advantages to that. Like, I wish I knew that much about anything. Like, anybody who knows a tremendous amount of any subject still impresses me that, man, you know that subject so well.
Right.
Me, I'm just average on everything, or below average on most things. But
Jack of all trades, baby.
I enjoy, a lot of things.
Maybe, you have a little learning disability.
Thanks, Mom. Boy, they're rough on me. Oh, man. You want to bring up your mom? No? All right, Chris? All right. Last time.
weird, but it's really good.
So what are y'all going to do for the Mother's Day special? Y'all going to do some crazy shit this year?
Why does that show always? That show always
the
seems
one.
like it's that show. I don't know why. Because he starts playing that fucking woman yelling about the coat hangers, and I don't know. I hate it.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh, we'll probably call our moms. It's a bad idea. But
Call somebody else's mom. Like, call a random dude from the scene's mom.
we're having trouble making friends as it is. And calling
Hi, you
people's
don't know
moms.
us,
There's got to be some
but
kind
we're
of
friends
line.
with your son.
You evil bastard. Speaking of other podcasts, dude, you went and did Alpha versus Beta.
Went
which
and
is,
did the Alpha
P.
versus
Doty,
Beta.
Shane.
And Paul Underwood.
Did they all make it this time?
Yeah, they all made
Really?
it. Yeah, they're
All right.
all there. We were drinking beer and fucking they're talking about, anything.
Yeah.
Vulgar shit.
A lot of vulgar. They're very unhappy. They don't like a lot of
Vulgar, and there is no filter. They just
Get the
speak
fuck
their
out
mind.
of here.
Yeah.
Phil didn't actually do any talking. He just hung out in the
good.
back. I think he was feeling under the weather or something, whatever
that
it was.
weird?
He was still yelling shit in the background,
Oh,
though.
you
He was still like,
serious?
oh, you fucking pussy! Shit like that,
It was a weird dynamic.
It was fun.
It was
It was a good time.
all right.
I had a good time.
They have rabbits out there and everything.
No rabbits.
None.
I know he's got a couple. I know
he
he smuggled
put them
them.
away.
Smuggling bunnies.
All right. How was it? Was it fun? Good
Yeah, I
experience?
mean, we just went to the Fountain Blue and did the show and fucking hung out and fucking drank beer. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Did you listen to? They got another new show out there too.
They do? Who?
The Greg from Breaux Bridge Show.
Oh, I listened to the first one. It was
You
pretty
heard the
fucking
first
funny.
one? I know. I thought the first one was good.
Kevin's pretty funny, dude. So is B.
I think I bet that Alpha versus Beta would make it to 10. And I'm going to go with the Greg from Breaux Bridge Show. I don't think they get past 4.
4.
How many, Pickle?
4.
Pickle agrees.
Hey, you gotta love it. You gotta
a
love it. It's
platform.
gotta be worth it.
Pretty talented, though. It was
Yeah.
entertaining as
Yeah,
fuck.
I mean, but then again, I can't gauge anything off like 1 or 2 shows. I gotta let things sink in for a while before I give it an overall rating. You
What
know?
do you? Yeah, me too. There's the longevity. There's the
'Cause, you
what
know,
do I
like-
think episode? What do I think about this one episode? And then I go, okay, the longevity also.
It would be like
becomes something.
you judging one of your favorite shows that's 8 seasons in on the pilot.
Oh, I do that all.
You know what I mean?
I have no
and,
problem.
and a
with
lot
that.
of times I even skip the pilot because I'm like, I know it's gonna
Really?
be like, it's gonna be cool, but it's not gonna be. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
no,
be story
not me.
related. It's not
if
gonna
I were
be
to
great.
listen and it's total shit, I probably would definitely listen again.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't
like
get me
it.
wrong. I mean, I guess a lot of it. I mean, personally, I think with podcasting, a lot of it has to do with advertising and marketing. Like, how good is your marketing? Like, like
Yeah, I listen and I go, man, I know what it takes to do the show, one show.
Right.
I know what it takes to do 10. I know what it takes, and I can go on and on. With
yeah,
numbers.
and it doesn't get any cheaper, and it doesn't get any easier.
It gets harder.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot harder.
Yeah.
But you do get some, and I love, one of the things I love about art and going to see live performances at a local level, you get to watch something grow and people get better at something or give up, or the story's different to me. I'm in it for that long haul of the artistic process. And
You like watching the evolution.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so interesting
Yeah.
to me. And to see Shane get better, like Shane's a good showrunner now. He's doing a good job with it. Like, that's fun for me to know I started doing, we did show 1 together.
Right.
And then I watched him evolve into what he is now. And I think that's cool. And then B-Goat. Really good job. Like, I can tell he's
got
there's
that,
a showrunner.
He's got
There's
that
something-
personality. B-Goat has the personality
Shut
for
up.
a mic. He does. He's good with it.
Yeah, but he also can handle his liquor. You never know.
You boy, Bert, you boy.
He's a fucking
Everything's
hangover.
Okay. Kevin's back.
Both
dude.
of those shows are a hangover away from not happening.
Aw.
Fire the cannon.
You talking about fucking loose lips Louie?
Dude, video games, man. You been playing anything?
Lot. Truth to tell you, I've been in love with the Final Fantasy for the last, I haven't given it up for since December.
It's a big game, right? Is
It's
it kinda
bigger
like
than I
Fallout? Would
even
you-
expected. It's bigger than Fallout. Because,
Okay, really? All right.
Because it's weird, man. It's like you have to beat the game before it starts, if that makes any sense.
A little bit.
Like, by the time you finish beating the game and going through in Fallout, you have main storylines, and then you have the ones that are like side bullshit
Yeah,
missions.
side quests.
And you can do them for different items or things or whatever. It's the same way in Final Fantasy, but you usually go through the storyline. It took me 40 or 50 hours to finish the storyline. Then once the storyline finishes, then you're launched into a whole new world and your car can fly, and then all of a sudden everything you battle is like twice as badass as anything you've battled.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, they put you on these crazy hunts, and then before you know it, so you have to finish these 12 giant dungeons, right, with all these end guys in it.
Yeah.
And then once you're finished those, there's 2 secret ones. One of them took me almost 5 hours to complete. The first time I was on pause after 3 hours and my Xbox went off and I was pissed. But and then there's 2 secret dungeons. And then after that, there's secret dungeons and all the dungeons
You can't like take a break from it? You can't turn it off during this thing?
What?
It's like one long mission?
Literally, you can't save in a dungeon. And there's different. There's like some of these dungeons have 100
And you're liking
floors.
this?
I'm loving it, dude. It's
Oh, man,
fucking
this sounds like
badass.
torture.
The battle is like Ninja Gaiden meets Magic. It's
All
fucking
right, no.
badass.
What is that like? Help me. What kind of controls to fight people?
I can fly
Is it
across the screen.
turn-based?
Yeah. No, well, you can do either or. I don't
Oh,
ever
man,
use the
so-
turn-based
right, right.
thing. It's all action for me.
Yeah.
If you don't use the L1,
then
you're just straight in the shit. You're
Is
battling.
it like the Batman game where you got like press A, press this to duck?
No,
or-
nothing like that.
It's like melee.
You have set moves, and then you have an ascension grid, which you have to get AP points for to put into different things to open up your new,
Correct, got
new
skills.
qualities, skills.
Yeah.
Like you may open up something to either increase your HP by 2,000. You may open up something to make you able to fly more in the air. Or you may open up something to make your strikes harder. So by the time you're done, man, the game's so fucking huge. I mean, I've gotten my $60 out of it. You know what I mean? Since December, I'm still
I want my
playing this
$9
bitch.
back, dude. I rented EA
$5.
Sports, which is $9 like a month. You can get the sports package, right?
Yeah.
And I downloaded a basketball game. Well, the one,
NBA, what's
whatever
it called?
the EA
Live?
one is. Yeah.
Oh, I can't play live.
So, dude, I
man.
play a whole season. I get to the playoffs, and in the fourth quarter, if you get fouled, then you got to shoot free throws. The game locks up. Like every time, dude. So the fourth quarter, you're just hoping if you got the lead that you don't get
freeze?
fouled because it's gonna freeze.
Wow.
Well, dude, I start looking like something's wrong with my game. Well, I find a message board. In the first thing, the guy's going on about the problem, and everybody goes, "Well, it's well aware. Everybody knows it now, and obviously they're doing nothing to fix it."
Yeah.
So, and the guy puts on there, "I want my fucking $9 back."
Yeah, I want my
It was so
$9
funny.
back.
For real,
And
dude.
For $9 though, you get every game. You can't
You do.
All right, so that
I'm not gonna
game's
lie.
fucked up in the playoffs, which
It's
did
pretty
suck.
fire. That's pretty cool. I mean,
It's pretty funny though. And I
and
was
plus,
like,
you,
I want my
if you-
$9.
If you're playing any of those EA games, if you're playing them online, you need to have that EA access.
UFC was fun to go through. But you were gonna do a show, a video show, The Harvest, right?
I still am.
You are.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm actually. Long story short, when I originally wrote the whole script, like what videos I was showing and what games I was reviewing,
Yeah.
it was originally like months and months ago. So now none of that stuff that I was gonna say is the new stuff and up to date and what I'm listening to right now.
Right. It's not
so
relevant.
I'm basically rewriting all my script for the first show. I mean, I already have my technique and my filming and everything down. And it's really fun. I just haven't put it out yet because I guess since I sent the record off, I've been doing nothing but like playing video games and putting my feet up and saying
you're on break
fuck
again.
everything. The only thing I do musically is go to like water practice since then.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
But I'm gonna get back in a week or two, you know.
Yeah.
But I just need a little break, a little mind break.
Gotcha. Dude, Sloan, well, you talked about her being talented in music. Is she going to do the show with you? Why does she not like
She
to do
does.
anything?
She's.
I thought you might bring her. That's why I had
Once
this in
you
my
know
notes.
Sloan, she's a very outgoing kind of person, but she doesn't like. She's a very introverted person. Like she doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't want to have to be a personality on camera. Like that's
Yeah.
not really her.
It's just not fun for her.
Yeah, she's not. She don't dig it. She'll help. She
But
helps.
isn't it aggravating? You know she'd be good at it?
Oh, she'd be great in it.
Like, you know she
I
could
mean,
do it.
especially at a show that reviews video games, horror movies, and shows music videos. I mean, dudes love chicks. That's just the way it is, you know?
Well, and she can speak intelligently about it. I've had conversations with her about
and
that
she plays
stuff.
all the same games I play. She's a gamer, too. You know, she plays all that shit. Fallout, Final
And it might be
Fantasy, all that.
I might be sexist with this, but like
Sure.
when Allie talks about video games or somebody like Sloan or I meet a chick, I kind of crack up. I think it's
like,
funny.
what?
That's
Really?
racist.
Look at a little monkey riding a
It's almost
tricycle.
like-
it's fucking so cool.
It's like pinch me, right? And I hate to say it, but I mean, most girls, when they grow up, you know, they're worried about boys or going to buy new dresses or fucking going to prom. They're not worried about, oh, dude, I haven't practiced my bass for 4 hours today, or, you know. It's
But then
not-
when I watch, that's cool to me because I know they're in it, and that's how they talk about it.
Right.
But when I turn on the NBA playoffs and they got like this pretty hot, like blonde head chick, you know, all dolled up, talking about basketball, I don't want to hear her.
That's right, Jim. coach said that earlier when he broke his. It's like no.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It doesn't sound sportsy.
No, it doesn't.
Sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong. They got some of those chicks.
And
they
this
do
was the
sound
playoffs.
Yeah, let's just make it a sausage fest. And then he did this and he did that. That was good. Yeah, he
They
did
got the
that.
cheerleaders
My
right
thing
there.
is, look,
I'd
this is
rather
my
have
thing, Alec.
the
My thing
commentator
is-
knew what he was talking about, and then show the cheerleaders. Like done.
don't get me wrong. If you're that chick that grew up with older brothers and you know your shit, I want to hear you talk. But if
Yeah.
you're just some dolled up chick being like, I'm totally reading a prompter right now, and it says that I should say this, and that's it.
There's
It's
some
like,
that
oh,
are
great.
shit, but I mean, I think
looking
they
at-
have
all
chicks
right,
that
who's
can
she
be hot
fucking?
and smart at the same time.
There can be.
Yeah, they can be,
It
but
is
you can
possible.
totally tell the fake ones.
You can tell
blah,
them.
blah.
You know, you can tell
tell.
which ones are no. They don't even like sports. They just got the
I don't
job.
even care. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Who that chick?
Dude,
It's Caitlin.
you got dogs.
I got two. Yeah,
You like dogs.
I love them.
You love
my
pets.
life.
Did you watch The Secret Life of Pets?
No, I didn't.
Me neither. It comes on Netflix.
I saw it there. I actually put it on for my dog when I left the house the other night.
oh, it's
but
already up?
I think so.
All right, it said April 22nd, but sometimes
Maybe
they're
I'm
off.
thinking of a different secret. There's a Secret Life of Dogs.
Oh, all right.
Maybe I'm thinking of that. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one I put on for my dog.
This thing looks kind of funny. We watched the trailer. Allie, did you think it looked good? You want to
Oh
watch
yeah,
this?
I thought it looked good when I saw the trailer, like maybe a year or so ago, whenever it first came out. But I assumed that Mark wouldn't want to go see it because it was like a cartoon. You know, it's like a Pixar or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see that at the theater.
But it looks really funny. Louis C.K. plays like the main dog, and that dude, to me, anything he does is fucking
This is
gold.
my question though. Is it Louis C.K. that's going to be playing this dog, or Louis C.K.'s voice doing a G-rated thing?
Yeah, but I think he's still him though. I mean, it's not going to be like fucking shit and cops.
It's not going to be
but
like
I mean,
Sausage Party,
I
obviously,
think
or
he'll be
anything like
funny
that.
though.
I hope not. That movie, that was
it looks
horrible.
funny. It's cute. It looks like it's well done.
It did. What got me is that Kevin Hart plays a little rabbit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I just, for some little furry animal to have like some kind of
Hey, never say
fucking
never. It
violent,
may be
angry
awesome.
voice, it reminded me of Rocket Raccoon, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Ouch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Ouch, nigga.
Oh wow. What the fuck? Okay.
yeah, we lost Charlie Murphy.
R.I.P.
this week.
Charlie Murphy.
Well, it gets Harry's approval.
Darkness!
Harry says it's a funny movie, and Daniel Murray said that it's hilarious.
What?
So. Oh, I
Charlie
thought we were still
Murphy.
talking about the
I
movie.
can't
I'm
hear
sorry.
you, man.
I
He's
thought we were
playing
talking about a
clips.
movie about pets. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, who said what, please?
No, don't worry.
Daniel
about
Murray from
you
Resurface.
gotta tell.
Daniel
I wanna
Boy,
know.
Daniel.
it. Said that he synced it and the shit is hilarious, and then Mr. Harry says it's a funny movie.
All right,
See,
I
there
don't
you
trust
go. Two
neither one of
opinions.
those guys'
Two
opinions.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, I can tell it's gonna be funny from the preview.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, man.
But you would go see it like nobody should at the Dolby IMAX, right?
No, I don't want to
right.
go see that there.
Dolby.
It's already been
good.
out a while. It's
I
on
think the
Netflix.
movie's going to be just as good and just as funny on Netflix.
All right.
Like on a regular size screen.
Yeah, unless it's something
enough.
that's gonna like move
Like
me,
Star
like
Wars?
in space or something. I'm
Right.
not going to the movies.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't want to see a fucking romantic love story two fucking stories tall. I'm sorry, I don't care.
It's
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And to me, comedies aren't funny because of the way they look or the special effects or the sound effects. So it's like, why do I need to spend money to go see that somewhere I don't need to
Don't
be?
get me wrong. If you're shooting fucking lasers and splitting shit in the sky and there's like bullets coming in or something, that's totally worth the surround sound
definitely.
experience.
This movie to me, A Secret Life
Horror,
of Pets,
too.
This is wake up early on a Saturday. Maybe it's drizzling outside. You know, take it easy and pop that on like early in the morning. I
Like,
don't
when
know
you
why.
don't
I
really
still
care
like
what you-
Saturday morning cartoons. A cartoon to me, those colors and everything.
Oh, they
look,
get me going.
They look different to me in the morning than they do at night.
And
So-
dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Not
Recently,
awake.
they have put
I'll sleep right through it. Yeah, I think it was good.
They put Voltron, Masters of the Universe, Ghostbusters. They put all the old shit on Netflix
Really?
right now. So I've been watching a bunch of that shit.
Which
and a
ones
lot
you
of that
watching?
shit's, I'm
Anyone
watching
good?
all of them.
Well, which one stands out? I don't have time to watch all
The
of
one
them.
that brings back the happiest, like the coolest memories for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd have to say it's Voltron.
Really?
I was a kid. I loved Voltron. I had both Voltrons. I had all the little action. I had
cast metal?
I had
Those
the
things were
metal and the
badass, huh?
plastic. I had both.
Yeah.
The plastic you could put the people in. They had the little
Oh, really?
people
Yeah,
that
the
you
little-
could put in there.
yeah, they
and had
didn't
the little
move much.
tops.
They weren't bendable.
No, they were cheap. Cheap as shit. I
The
love
fucking Panthers
I
were
love the
awesome.
fucking Rocket Head, dude. The
Yeah.
Rocket Head Voltron. That was like one of my favorites.
I have a problem that I guess most people don't have, though. I get into that nostalgia. Like, I keep hearing people ask me now about this Nintendo Switch or these. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking playing kids game, man. I'm an adult now. Playing fucking adult games. They got warning labels on the shit I'm playing.
Right,
Like,
right.
I go back to this nostalgia stuff, and it just don't do anything for me. Like, I don't think I had a bad childhood, or I'm depressed or whatever, because I like modern shit. I go back and I think, oh, this was so good, and I watch it again. I'm like, hey, wasn't that fucking good? Like, I think my standards just rose to where I can't sit there and watch something I think is not quality.
I guess
just
it all
because it's
depends.
old.
It all depends on, I guess, how you look at it. Like, I don't look at like those cartoons and go, I'm going to learn something really cool, or this is going to be really interesting. I go, I wonder if I've remembered this scene. Oh shit, did they just sneak in that adult joke? That's crazy. And then before you know it, like you said, colors are flying around, shit's happening. I mean, animation in general gets your synapse popping. So, like, even if I'm, like, I don't always have to pay attention to it either. Even if it's just
it could be something in the background. You don't have to pay
just
attention.
Chilling, and the fucking people are fighting. Saying, "I'm going to get you, Salzar," and shit. Like, it's whatever.
Right.
It's cool. Right. I love cartoons. I was that kid that sat in front of the fucking TV on Saturday mornings and fucking ate a whole box of cereal and watched my Smurfs and watched all that shit.
The Smurfs don't like men anymore. We heard.
Oh, really?
My parents gave a review of the new Smurf movie.
And
they said it was very sexist.
It was feminist.
Yep. It was man bashing.
I just
Smurfs.
saw something on the internet that blew my mind. They had a festival and they had a venue that was going out, and they were saying, "Peace out. It's been great. We're gonna do one big, concert and thank all the bands that played for us, whatever." So they book 20, 30 acts or something like that, or maybe 20 acts, and just because there was no non-binary gender bands on the bill or female bands, full female bands on the bill, that they were protesting this festival. Like, this dude intentionally just booked men,
Are you
like
serious?
protesting this festival,
man.
they need to get a girl, and it's like I don't think they even thought about that when they were booking, man.
Just don't go.
It's just I'm sure if there was a local band in the area that had girls, that Homeboy would have booked them. It's not
right.
like he was
People
like,
love
oh,
that.
She's like, we can't have a woman on this show. No. Bullshit. Everybody wants to bitch about something.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody's got to complain about something. You can give somebody water in the middle of the desert. They'd be like, what the fuck? Is this tap water?
Yeah. You don't have any Fiji?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Seems like it tastes better.
And I blame that on mommy and daddy.
Right.
I blame that on mommy and daddy.
People don't have those anymore.
It's true.
Might have grandparents.
Oh, God, here we go.
Ain't nobody interested in raising no kid. That ain't fun. We got mass media consumed.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's right.
Oh, they can do it. I mean, the prime example is the cartoons today. Like, cartoons back in the day, it'd be like, oh, don't touch that because you could get electrocuted. Guitars today are like, there's like toasters having babies and like bunnies are like high-fiving, and none of the story makes sense. It's just to make the ADD kids just with their eyes open looking at the TV like,
oh.
Wow, 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 wow. Crazy.
Ooh, I want to get in on this.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Good job.
Y'all want to
buddy.
start a barbershop quartet?
No. We've got too
Okay.
much to do.
Damn
We're too
it.
busy. You.
Fuck. If anybody wants to start a barbershop quartet, I am me.
That would be kind of fun. We can wear cool suits.
We'll do that. We'll do like the Ted from Scrubs thing and like not do barbershop quartet songs, but like theme songs and shit like
All
that.
right, it's a good idea.
we oughta
I might
come
be
up-
in
Fuck
on
Out of here.
We're to go in blackface and do a Boys to Men.
Oh yeah, I'm going out all Al Jolson so I can get stabbed.
Boys to Men cover band.
Oh,
We could make a fortune.
Dude, you know, with the way people bitch nowadays, that the show wouldn't even happen because they'd be picketing and throwing firebombs, saying that we all hate black people or
Yeah,
something.
look, they're trying.
That's why we did
They're
it.
trying to whitewash Boys to Men. One of us will have to duct tape our penis so that it was like,
Dude.
"Oh, he's a tranny. Right? It's almost Boys to Men.
Is one of the dudes from Boys to Men a tranny now?
Who knows?
That could be some. He might be on the down low. That's what they call it.
You know which ones fucked me up?
What?
And I don't think it's because they're trannies, because they're just some weird-looking motherfuckers, the Wachowski brothers or whatever.
Who is
the
that?
Wachowski.
Sisters.
Who is that?
The ones that did The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's a lot going on with those guys.
twins? you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
can't get through an interview with them. Like, I'm interested. I was like, man, I think these dudes were geniuses. They were well-studied. They learned. I try to watch interviews with them, and they're a wreck. Just had to throw that out there. Warn you. Warning.
Warn me.
You know, spoiler alert. That
I like
tranny's a
warnings.
mess.
It's a signal.
Oh shit, dude! Like Warner's got a show coming up.
Yeah, June 10th, bro.
Dude, what a booking! There hasn't been a show booked like this since this weekend.
Since that Southport Hall room thing.
Southport
Southport
Hall.
With the Magic Saturn and the Billsberry and the Zombie.
Dude, you
Yeah.
got House of Goats, like water, and a hanging in one night.
Should be fun.
Dude, that's pretty impressive.
Should be a night of rape jokes, metal, and thick skin.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dude, what do you think about the goats
That's my
getting
safe
back
spot.
together?
Thick skin?
What?
What?
The goats getting back together.
Oh yeah, fucking right.
Any thoughts?
I can't wait.
I'm playing with them.
I'm playing with them. I
How-
can't
how
wait.
Sean
I
and
get to
Brian do?
witness
I mean-
it.
What, Kevin?
How'd Sean and Brian do? I mean, they held it down?
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. We got a full review of that. Oh, man. You excited about it? The return of Like Water? It's been a little while, right?
Dude, me, Eric, and Shane and Miguel have been like, we worked so hard to get so tight. And then when we lost a drummer going on 4 months, you know, it's coming off such a high, playing a good show, and then everybody's like liking the page and things are going good. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, anybody in the barren-ass local scene good enough to play drums for us? And it's like, honestly, there's not a lot to choose from in this local scene, you know?
Oh, watch out saying stuff like that.
So I'm not. hey, look, no, I'm being for real, and I'm not being a dick here. I'm just saying, for what you're specifically shooting for, you're most likely not going to find the guy you're looking for right off the bat.
And if there's the guy that can pull it off, he's usually playing in 6 different bands and
Yes.
generating an income.
I'm gonna get my friend
Why
to do it
not?
because he can keep time. So yeah, he'll be our drummer. No, you can't
man,
think like
fuck
that.
you, all
I hate
right?
to be an elitist, man, but like if you have a vision of something, know the capability of the person that you're going to ask to be in your band before that.
Right.
You
You're like,
know?
hey, do you have barbecues the day before the show? Okay,
you did.
good.
Yeah, dude. So Julian came in, little Julian Butterballs McCarthy, and he used to be in a band called In Tomorrow's Shadows back in the day.
He's a fat guy or something?
No, he just calls himself Butterballs, and
He calls himself that?
yeah, it's his nickname on Facebook. Julian Butterballs McCarthy. Hit him up. Basically, he came in, man, and fucking like within like 3 practices, man, he was fucking murdering everything. And I mean, we basically had to be like, whoa. Slow down a little bit on this part. Calm down a little. The motherfucker's a beast.
What?
So it's like we found some dude that can handle the tempos and the speed and the changes.
Yeah, he's
which
too
is-
fast.
With the way Shane writes, dude. Honestly, Shane writes like a fucking crazy person. Like I don't know how he writes.
Can't
like
imagine that. Talking about the same guy?
That. Yeah.
Really?
Nothing is ever in straight time. Nothing is ever where it's like he right when you're expecting it to change right here, he waits an extra couple of bars to fuck with your head. It's just, you know, how he writes. It's cool. I dig it.
Hey,
So-
if you continue to do it, that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like,
Yeah, we're writing steadily, and both of those guys, I mean, they've been practicing a lot and writing a lot on their 8 strings
Dude, he
too.
fit
So
in?
now we
That's
have
a-
a whole nother like almost different sound of songs to go with the set, which are gonna be cool.
And then you got to introduce him to everybody. Like, here's Eric. He's cooler than a fucking cucumber.
Right.
And that's my buddy. We
Crazy
only played once, but
mad scientist
we
Eric.
need to get back together on Wildlands. We kill people together.
He was telling me, y'all
it
were
was so
getting
fun.
on there.
I had so much fun with him, dude. That was great.
And at first, when you said you got on there and Eric, I was like, wait, Eric, my guitar player, y'all
Yeah.
killing motherfuckers.
Oh, it was so
I gotta
fun.
buy that game now so we can form a. It's
Yeah.
3 people
I met
teams,
him up
right?
in a helicopter. 4.
4-person team.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can even bring Shane in there. I'm sure he would be very erratic. And
I'm about it.
Shane, what are you
Driving
just
down
ran
hills.
in? I'd be right behind him. I could see me and Shane be. You and Eric would be like, Eric was good, right? So I was hiding a lot and be like, dude, did you kill him yet? Yeah. But then you gotta go. Then you introduce him and you're like, it's Miguel. Get the hammer, and then here's Shane. Meet Shane. That poor guy did he know what he was walking into?
Dude, actually, he straight up said, he was like, dude, like, I like y'all's music and shit, but, like, I wanted to come in here to see your personalities, to see
Oh,
what kind
man.
of people you were, and he was totally cool with it.
Really?
We're all
Right.
there's a lot of strong
Is
personalities
everybody
in that
on
band,
best
dude.
behavior though?
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
Especially when he started playing.
everybody in that band is very a very strong character. Like, there's no like, okay, let's all do
talking
that.
about the
Everybody's
same
got
people?
an opinion. Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Is there an issue?
Yeah, I could see that getting intense in there.
Oh no, actually, it's actually the opposite. Like,
Really?
we don't ever fight. As a band, we don't ever fight because, let's be real, if you're in band practice, right, and you're cool enough with a dude, be like, what the fuck were you thinking? That fucking sucked.
you,
Let's do
dude.
that shit again. If you're cool enough to do that with somebody, you don't have to worry about, what, dude, don't talk to me like that, bro. I wrote that. You don't have to
Right,
deal
get
with
it
that
out
kind
the
of
way then.
bullshit. Like, if you're an asshole to each other just as friends playing around,
fuck
it's
yourself.
hard to hurt somebody's fucking feelings in the band room. You know?
I think one of the things in life is you have to be confrontational to a certain degree in life. If not,
Don't run from it.
You're going to keep getting trampled on. And nothing ever positive comes out of not being confrontational. It always seems to just compound and make things worse.
And how much better you feel after you get it out, right?
Yeah, sometimes worse.
Yeah, sometimes worse, but then at least you spoke the truth, right?
There's repercussions for actions, and that action is going to happen regardless, so you might as well just get it out the way.
The truth is a costly, brutal thing, dude.
I think y'all don't fight, though, because I'd be afraid that none of the people in the band I want to have a confrontation with. And if it came to that point where I would have to, it was not going to be pretty, and I understand I'm going to be bloody, too.
They're all,
right?
Yeah, they're all kind of maniacs.
You know what I'm saying? Even you. Like, we get along great now. I love you. When we didn't get along, I didn't want to not get along with you. I'm like, oh, fuck, this guy here, he's got weapons, and he's fucking, and he uses them.
No.
Yeah. It's true.
You know I ain't that
Most
dude.
people, you piss them off, they go fucking hide in a corner and make stupid looks at you. And some people, though, you piss them off, and they write you a fucking thing like, hey, this is why I don't fucking like you. And what you did that was fucked up. And we learned a lot from each other. Cheese. We got into it.
Right.
Fought first show. I hated him, man. Not that I hate him. It was fun to,
Love to
like
hate.
him.
Love to hate.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you got a combatant, and we went at it, and then we talked that night after the show, messaging each back. We cool? Yeah, we cool.
Yeah, I had a good time.
That was crazy.
I mean, honestly, dude, when you're in a band room, these are the same dudes that you spend, 4 hours, 5 hours a week with, the same dudes that one day you're going to be in a tour bus with, spending all your time with. All you're going to be doing is playing shows, sleeping, going to the next venue and playing shows. I mean, if you can be around dudes that can all just accept being around each other, that's good enough for me. Because we don't fight. We'll get in. There's no fucking filter. You know what I mean? Like if someone doesn't like something or something ain't getting performed right, a motherfucker will turn around and be like, "What the fuck are you thinking, dude? No, that ain't the fucking shit. Do this."
Mostly Shane.
No, it's all. I mean, it's all of us. We're all very particular. So when one thing's off or one thing,
that drum is
it's
in
like,
trouble,
oh shit, wait, we missed something, or we missed. Hey, I'll leave. Like we'll lean over, Shane. Like everybody will give advice to each other, but not in a dick way.
I did.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, you can curse at each other, you can laugh at each other, you can do whatever. Don't be a fucking ass. Don't be a fucking dick to me, because then we're gonna have a dick war.
You a fucking ass.
We have a dick war.
Yeah. Dude, definitely. Well, man, I'm looking forward to Spylights being finished.
Thanks, dude.
Yes.
I am too, man. I'm
There you go.
so ready to get these fucking songs out
And
so
seeing the
everybody
show.
can hear it.
I don't play often, so it's like, man, we get to see Like Water.
Oh yeah, man.
happy.
I'm dying. I need to get back on that stage of fiending it.
Yeah.
It'll
be interesting. The deck room.
I hope.
Like Water, House of Goats, and a hanging. That's June 10th. And Spylights. What's the best way? Like, should they go to your Facebook
Go
page?
to well, for now, if you want to, go to Facebook, like the Facebook, because right now, and Twitter, if you're in a Twitter, and basically like it's coming out real soon. Like I don't have an exact date yet, but it's like TBA. So like if you just like the Facebook page, then I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post the link. The album's gonna be free. All they got to do is go to Bandcamp and download it, and it's not gonna cost them anything. So. But when it comes out, I'll post the album to everything. And like I said, to a lot of the people that really supported me, because there's a lot of really great people in this scene, dude, that no matter if I was down or up or putting something out or not, they were always like, dude, how's that album coming? Dude, I can't wait to hear it, man. I'm really excited. Like a lot of people, including little Daniel Mary that we were just talking to, a lot of people have shown so much warmth and support about it that I'm really grateful that they fucking. I didn't realize I had this much friend support.
Dude,
until
man, like I'll say it because I have to. It's a requirement when you're on the show. I gotta say you're the most. At least, it's not the most because you either are or aren't. You're the most consistent performer that I've seen locally.
Thank you,
I
man.
mean, every time I've seen you, you give that level of performance. We're gonna talk about another one next hour. Jak Locke, he's right there.
Awesome, yeah.
Like you know what you're doing. You put time and effort into it. You actually performed it a couple of times because you cared of the quality of performance. And man, you know what? I think I'm put Daniel. I've never seen Daniel stink it up before. Like there's a lot of them. But there's a group of people, and you always know what I'm gonna get when I go
that's
see
all,
you.
I mean, that's my whole reason for living is just to get it right on stage and get it right in the
and
studio.
Dude, the Scorsese's and I remember Two-Way Radio. I didn't know each other, but y'all had a good name, and I always thought y'all were good when I saw y'all play. So it's like you performed at a high level. So when you're not performing and you're back there working on something, yeah, if you
It's gonna
just
be
like
high quality.
Yeah, if you like
Thank you.
music or at least respect other artists, you know that what Vinny's gonna do. Yeah, like Mike said, it's gonna be high quality. And it's gonna be interesting. I know you're not gonna just
Thanks.
put out garbage. So
Thanks, dude. Well, you know, I not to be a snob or an elitist or anything, man, but the problem with records today is back in the day, motherfuckers would put out records, first track all the way to the 12th track. You loved every song. I hate putting on a record and I have to skip songs. I hate
agree.
filler. And the only way to keep filler out of people's ears is make sure that single thing you do passes that test, that quality test, you know? Not so much in being perfect, but getting the idea I wanted across the right way.
dude,
You know?
awesome.
Fucking right, dude.
Dude, thank you for
Big
coming.
pimpin'. No, thank
Really.
you, dude. I
Love the
appreciate you
fuck
having
out.
me on. And fuck, this is awesome.
Hell yeah. Check out Spylights. Facebook,
Check out
Twitter.
Spylights, facebook.com/Spylights.
Coming soon.
And go check us out at Like Water, too. If you like long-ass death metal songs that have pretty singing in it.
Y'all
check
already
us
have
out.
some songs out with that, too.
Yeah, they're shitty mixes, and they were like the first time we ever recorded. We've revamped a bunch of stuff, so we're actually going to re-record all that
Nice.
stuff.
All right, well, you can go now,
Yeah.
though, and check out Like Water, the worst it'll ever sound.
Yeah.
And it already sounds
Check
good
out
to
the
me.
demos, baby.
Some gory shit. Vinny, thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Incredible.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Dude, we're going to come back. We got a bunch of shit. I don't know. Trailers, all kinds of fun things. You're going to love it. We're going to make fun of PPV guys. We're going to review the show from Southport Hall. Billsberry, Flowboy, Magik, Saturn, and Zombies Eating Sheep. We're also going to talk about the love triangle from the Jak Locke show at Babylon. Very interesting. No Whine and Cheese show and a new Mebra video. And now since I did all that, we can really not even do the second hour of the show.
Mebra.
Moving on. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a good show. Tune in next week when I don't know who the guest is because I didn't even look at the motherfucking calendar yet. This is like a reset period. We might not have guests next week. Might be
Tiny Tim's ghost.
Yeah. Be just the three of us. All right, coming up at break. Czar's mashups. I made another mashup.
Oh,
I
can't
don't
wait
know
to
if
hear
you're going to
this.
like it. It's Alan Watts, not to be confused with Alan
Sweet.
Watt from Cutting Through the Matrix from last week. But this is Alan Watts. He was my guru. He taught me everything I know. And Apex Twin, mashed up.
Listen to Alan. He will tell you the answers.
You're listening to Not Real Radio.
Time, weather, and...
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Subscribe to one of the many ways you can listen.
SoundCloud.
iTunes.
Stitcher.
Google Play Music.
YouTube.
Or your favorite podcast app.
Listen live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on MixLR.
Or just visit NotRealRadio.com.
Where you can buy a t-shirt.
Make a donation.
Transcending radio, one show at a time.
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Thank you for listening.
NotRealRadio.com.
If there were no eyes in this world, the sun would not be light. You evoke light out of the universe. In the same way, you, by virtue of having a soft skin, evoke hardness out of wood. Wood is only hard in relation to a soft skin. It's your eardrum that evokes noise out of the air. You, by being this organism, call into being the whole universe of light and color and hardness and heaviness and everything, you see. But in the mythology that we've sold ourselves on during the end of the 19th century, when people discovered how big the universe was, and that we live on a little planet in a solar system on the edge of a galaxy, which is a minor galaxy, everybody thought, we're really unimportant after all. God isn't there and doesn't love us. Nature doesn't give a damn. And we put ourselves down, see? But actually, it's this little funny microbe, tiny thing, crawling on this little planet, that's way out somewhere, who has the ingenuity, by nature of this magnificent organic structure, to evoke the whole universe out of what would otherwise be mere quanta. There's jazz going on. But you see, this little ingenious organism is not merely some stranger in this. This little organism on this little planet is what the whole show is growing there, and so realizing its own presence. Well, now here's the problem. If this is the state of affairs, which is so, and if the consciousness state you're in at this moment is the same thing as what we might call the divine state, if you do anything to make it different, it shows you don't understand that it's so. The moment you start practicing yoga, or praying, or meditating, or indulging in some sort of spiritual cultivation, you are getting in your own way. The Buddha said, we suffer because we desire. If you can give up desire, you won't suffer. But he didn't say that as the last word. He said that as the opening step of the dialogue. Because if you say that to someone, they're going to come back after a while and say, yes, but I'm now desiring not to desire. And so the Buddha will answer, well, at last you're beginning to understand the point. Because you can't give up desire. Why would you try to do that? It's already desired. So in the same way, you say, well, you ought to be unselfish. You ought to give up your ego. Let go, relax. Why do you want to do that? Just because it's another way of beating the game, isn't it? The moment you see you hypothesize that you are different from the universe, you want to get one up on it. But if you try to get one up on the universe, and you're in competition with it, it means you don't understand you are it. You think there's a real difference between self and other. But self, what you call yourself, and what you call other, are mutually necessary to each other, like back and front. They're really one. But just as a magnet polarizes itself in north and south, but it's all one magnet, so experience polarizes itself as self and other, but it's all one. So if you try to make the North Pole get the mastery of it, or the South Pole get the mastery of the North Pole, you show you don't know what's going on. A guru or teacher who wants to get this across to somebody because he knows it himself. And when you know it, you like others to see it too. So what he does is he gets you into being ridiculous harder and more assiduously than usual. In other words, if you are in a contest with the universe, he's going to stir up that contest until it becomes ridiculous. And so he sets you such tasks as saying, now of course, in order to be a true person, you must give up yourself. Be unselfish. So the Lord steps down out of heaven and says, first and great commandment is, thou shalt love the Lord thy God. You must love me. Well, that's a double bind. You can't love on purpose. You can't be sincere purposely. It's like trying not to think of a green elephant while taking medicine. But if a person really tries to do it, so, this is the way Christianity is rigged. You should be very sorry for your sins. And though everybody knows they're not, but they think they ought to be, and so they go around trying to be penitent, or trying to be humble. And they know the more assiduously they practice it, the phonier and phonier the whole thing gets. And so in this way, it's what it's called the technique of reductio ad absurdum. If you think you have a problem, you that you're an ego, that you're in difficulty, the answer that the Zen master makes to you is show me your ego. I want to see this thing that has a problem. When Bodhidharma, the legendary founder of Zen, came to China, a disciple came to him and said, I have no peace of mind. Please pacify my mind. And Bodhidharma said, bring out your mind here before me and I'll pacify it. Well, he said, when I look for it, I can't find it. So Bodhidharma said, there, it's pacified. See, because when you look for your own mind, that is to say, your own particularized center of being, which is separate from everything else, you won't be able to find it. But the only way you'll know it isn't there is if you look for it hard enough to find out that it isn't there. So everybody says, all right, know yourself, look within, find out who you are. Because the harder you look, you won't be able to find it. And then you'll realize that it isn't there at all. There isn't a separate you. Your mind is what there is. Everything. But the only way to find that out is to persist in the state of delusion as hard as possible. That's one way. I don't say the only way, but it is one way. And so almost all spiritual disciplines, meditations, prayers, etc., etc., are ways of persisting in folly. Doing resolutely and consistently what you're doing already. So if a person believes that the earth is flat, you can't talk him out of that. He knows it's flat. Look out of the window and see it. Obviously it looks flat. So the only way to convince him that it isn't is to say, well, let's go and find the edge. And in order to find the edge, you've got to be very careful not to walk in circles, and you'll never find it that way. So we've got to go consistently in a straight line, due west, along the same line of latitude. And eventually, when we get back to where we started from, you've convinced the guy that the earth is round. That's the only way that'll teach him. Because people can't be talked out of illusions.
All right, that was Alan Watt.
It's
with an S.
It is with an S.
Yes.
All right.
It gets very confusing. It's two Allens back to back. 2 Watts.
Alan. You never seen that video? It's like a little fucking groundhog or something.
You never seen that?
And it's going like this, and
great.
he's going, like whatever sound he's making, his mouth is doing that thing, and somebody's like voicing over it, kind of like a British accent, I guess, and he's like, Alan.
I think there was a whole show where they did
Alan.
that. BBC did like
Different
voiceovers
animals.
on the animals. God damn.
It's fucking
I'd like to
funny.
watch. We can watch that instead of Life of Pets.
Okay. No, what if we just watch both? Why does it have to be
Oh,
fucking
too
one or
much
the other?
talking animals.
Yes, fucking break. It's not long.
Well, dude, PPV guys did not send one in. They thought that was a laughable thing. They're like, it's Easter.
Yeah, right.
We don't give a fuck about holidays here at Not Real Radio. It's what's nice
No,
about
because
being
they got family
existentialist
stuff.
atheists.
They got family stuff to do, man.
Yeah.
Children and stuff, you know.
We're about to give our report right here.
Five stars, 5 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 stars.
All right, that was PPV guys. Easter special.
Easter special.
Scott's shaking his head.
According to my Facebook research that I do, the ginger doesn't dye real eggs with his children.
No, what the fuck? So like, they have these fucking fake eggs, these plastic eggs that people are buying to dye like Easter eggs.
The fake eggs
And
have
he
to be
wrote
more
on there-
expensive, right?
And I don't know. He wrote on there, we're just gonna throw this shit away after. And I'm like, oh my god! Like the whole fun of it is you fucking make it and you put everybody's name on the motherfuckers, and then everybody's got to eat their fucking eggs.
All right, I want help with this. Why? Like, I just need one
the
good reason.
tradition.
I
It's
know,
the only
I know
reason.
that.
But wait,
And
why?
eggs are good for
Can I
you.
ask the fucking question before I get the? I need help, and y'all won't even listen to the question. How do you know what I
I'm
need
trying
help
to
with?
participate and you yell at me. Fuck off.
Why use plastic eggs?
Okay.
Help me. I don't understand.
You mean instead of a real egg?
You're correct. You got
Because
it?
he was saying, okay, you're dealing with children, okay?
Okay.
And they're trying to fucking put the thing, and the little spoon thing's kind of difficult. The egg falls off. It makes a big-ass mess.
What?
So this is a preventative measure
You
for...
boil the fucking egg.
Oh, that's true.
Why would you use a plastic egg? I can't think of one reason.
He said something about because throw the shit away after or something.
So it's okay to throw away a fucking hunk of worthless plastic? You got food. It's biodegradable. You could have just thrown it away. It's better for the environment.
I'm very pissed about
There is
that.
no reason to dye a plastic egg.
Yeah, they were on.
Well, Scott's on the phone right now. Let him tell you.
Scott, why? Why plastic
Scott.
eggs?
This isn't Scott.
Who
All
is
right.
this?
It's
Allie's-
the elder, man.
Allie's,
It's not the elder.
Why would you think it's Scott?
Scott's shaking his head.
Because you're talking shit about him with his plastic fucking eggs.
Oh, well, he's not even listening right
Shut
now.
the fuck up.
He's chewing them fucking plastic eggs.
Hey.
Well, who is this? Sorry.
Elder, help
This
me.
is the elder.
Help me with this. Why plastic eggs?
Plastic eggs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why would the ginger dye plastic eggs?
I really don't know. I mean, I guess that if you don't like to eat hard-boiled eggs, I guess that's an okay substitute.
Why do you just throw the egg away?
Dude, I quit trying to understand this motherfucker, man.
I'm trying to, man. Facebook keeps
I gave up. I gave up months ago.
Facebook keeps giving me little gems that I'm like, I wanna understand him and pickle. I swear to God, before I die, I won't understand them.
That's impossible. Maybe they need to go start a show together. That would be good.
So, dude, what's up, man? Oh, things are going that good?
Things are going great, man. Look, man, Friday night, the show was impeccable. Allie, man, look, your vocals were on point. I mean, like, not even no pitchiness at all.
Damn,
I mean, it was
thank you.
fantastic. And I really loved how you were getting frustrated with your hat, but still stayed in character. That was really good, man. Everybody was awesome, man. Flowboy and Chopsley, I mean, Magik Saturn, you guys, I mean, man, it was just fantastic. I mean, it was a good atmosphere, man. The room felt good, and everybody sounded great, man. It was really good. Great show.
Well, good. I'm glad you got to come, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah, man, I got a call. I was telling Czar earlier there that I was supposed to have a gig on Friday night, and they called me early, and they were like, hey, we're going to cancel tonight because we don't have any reservations at this restaurant. We were playing at the seafood place, and I was like, hey, no problem. I'm not even going to piss and moan because I want to come and hang out with you guys. So,
Fucking right.
So yeah, it was awesome, man. Really, really good.
What did you think of our performance on the end? Because that was a song that you usually do with us.
It was great, man. It was so good. I mean, the stuff with Scotty, that's the first time that I've seen Scotty like full out with his effects rig. I mean, it was awesome, man. I mean, everything was just on point. You guys dressed up like tore down Vietnam soldiers was just fantastic. It was awesome, man. I mean, the theme was great. The show was great. I know that y'all were having some complications there in the beginning, but man, it didn't show through in the performance. It was awesome. It was really good. We enjoyed it a lot.
Mayday doesn't know about the complications.
Yeah, what complications?
Oh, dude, the fucking...
No complications, Mayday. Everything was A-OK.
Everything was great. Huh? He's wearing red tonight, so I'm afraid of it. Honestly. Tell you the truth. Yeah, Elder. I'm on my best behavior. When he wears red, if the fucking glasses were missing tonight, I swear I might have just fucking not done the show. You would hear the trembling in my voice, but it's sprinkled out there, and I'm telling Allie, God damn it, if fucking he shows up without them glasses, I'm in trouble.
Congratulations, dude.
You walk in here without them glasses and that headband on, and I'm just going to cower down like a little bitch.
Man, that was awesome.
He's on the phone.
Hey, fuck you.
Come on, dude. Yeah, goddamn.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Well, man, I'm glad you had a good time.
It was great, man. I mean, as far as the PPV, I think our show is going to be like super long. We're going to record tomorrow night. Probably have it out by either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be long. I mean, they had the Star Wars celebration this past weekend in Orlando, and I took it for the team. I watched every panel of everything that they did live on Facebook, or I went and caught the replay.
Oh,
I'm
geez.
probably invested about like 5 hours of Star Wars.
Oh,
panels.
that's awesome. And you could just condense that down for me in about an hour. That's going to be awesome.
I'll have it all condensed down to about probably about 35 to 40 minutes. So it's going to be really good.
JB will find everything interesting, and Ginger will hate it all.
Hey.
Pretty much.
We expect
But I
better
tell
in
you, man,
2018.
It's awfully easy to get cynical about like a mega company like Disney who just wants to like shit cash over this franchise. But I tell you, if you're a fan of that franchise, I mean, it's no better. I mean, what they roll out is incredible. I mean, just on the floor alone. I mean, they did like a bunch of they had panels where you had they had seating, and you go in, you listen to panels, and they had all the stars, and they showed the trailers and everything. But man, I mean, just like on the floor, they're sitting there hanging out, and I mean, they're just going around to people, and like Felicity Jones, who played Jyn Erso in Rogue One, and Forrest Whitaker, our boy, with the lazy eye and all. I mean, they're out there interacting with the fans, answering questions. I mean, just super cool, man. Really, really cool.
Yeah, it seems like when you sign up to a big franchise with Disney, you understand it's going to be a lot more than just making this movie. You become that character kind of on and off screen for all the promotion up and after, because then you sign to a multiple picture deal. You live it.
Oh, and I mean, it's like it just keeps on going. They released that they're doing a new animated series that's called Forces of Destiny, and the girl who plays Rey in The Force Awakens, Felicity Jones, and Maz Kanata, who's the little orange goggled character in The Force Awakens. All of those original actors are returning to do the voices of their animated characters. So it's something that just keeps on going for these people, and I mean, it's just really cool, man. I mean, if you're a fan of that franchise, it's really amazing, man. And I mean, just the speeches of these people driving home that it's a generational franchise, and it's just handed down to different generations. It really rings true. I mean, I'm going through it right now. I'm having lightsaber fights in the front yard with a 5-year-old, so I mean, it's crazy, man.
Hey, Mark, I sent you the video earlier.
It's so beautiful. Oh, really? I
it
got
says
the video?
Tyreed running.
Nice. All right. Well,
running.
You're really just taking in this whole fathership thing.
He was running fast.
He's
dude.
like a fish back in the water. He's like, yeah, I got this.
I hauled ass, and it took me 6 trips. That's how it works. So.
Well, man, hey, we're going to stay on the line with us for this one, all right? We watched the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer. I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Mayday, you watched it just moments ago for the first time. A one-time viewing. He's going to drag this one out. Do you want to go see it?
Yeah, I do want to go
You
see
do?
it. And if only...
At the shittiest theater on the planet.
Correct.
My least favorite
Only
place
because
I've ever been.
I know how much of a freak he is about sound, and it's just...
Who?
Just this whole franchise.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Old to be playing with toys.
Oh yeah, man.
Are you going to buy a toy?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
All right. So you liked it, though, what you saw?
Just the visuals. It just looked, compared to the other thing that we're going to talk about, it looked, I mean, night and day.
You liked the
Just
way it looked?
It looked more legit to me than what I've been seeing.
I thought it was
CGI.
kind of...
Yeah, that Rogue One fake ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allie, what you thought?
It looked legit. I mean, it's what I expected.
Is that real Star Wars? You want to go see this one?
Yeah, it's real Star Wars. It's not that fucking bullshit, weird spin-off shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, this is the next part of the story.
All right.
Fucking Luke's there.
Yeah. That was my bad part. I don't know how a character that I loved so much as a child, I despise as a grown man now.
He didn't age well.
I thought maybe I would like him now, the new, like him coming back, I would like him, but I really don't. Like, when I rewatched all the Star Wars, I didn't like Luke anymore. As a kid, like, I looked up to Luke.
Right,
Luke was
you're
awesome.
supposed to.
I watch him as an adult, I'm like, I hate him.
Maybe he's different now. He's jaded
Yeah, I
by the
don't like
Force
him.
and shit, so you're not supposed to like him.
He just carries himself weird, and he treats the whole
You
thing
didn't
weird. He's
see-
like a whiny baby. He's
You've
almost
seen
like
small clip. You haven't seen it yet. You don't know.
I know. I do
Okay.
think looking at it too. I think they trick people when they get the Last Jedi thing. I think that she's the Last Jedi, and she's gonna convince Luke Like, she's going to get to the plan. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm guessing, right? She's going to get to the fucking... It's not a spoiler because I'm making all this up. She's going to get on that fucking planet, right? She's there. She's got the lightsaber. He's not going to want it. He doesn't want to train her. She's got to convince him. It's the Yoda scene. And Luke is Yoda now. But I don't know. It's still going to be fun to play out. And I liked her character. That was really cool when you see the rock start lifting up. I thought that was neat. They showed a destroyed Kylo Ren mask, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Elder might know if that's right.
Smoking one?
Is that right, Elder? Or is that Kylo Ren's mask all destroyed?
Yeah, that was Kylo Ren's mask. And to answer your question, who was the Last Jedi? The director of the movie, a guy by the name of Rian Johnson. He directed a movie called Looper that starred Gordon Joseph Levitt and Bruce Willis.
That was
and he
awesome
also
movie.
directed another movie called Brick. He's directing this one, and one of his final questions from the audience was they asked him, is the Last Jedi plural or is it a singular term? Because Jedi can either be used singular or plural.
Oh,
and
boy.
he said, it's funny that question came up because when I wrote the script, I never even thought of that. He said, in my mind, Luke is the Last Jedi.
Yeah, until he trains her.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, to be honest, man, I think it's kind of interesting to see where they're going to go with it. Because, I mean, you would think that at the end of Return of the Jedi, you got dancing teddy bears, everybody swinging around, everything's wonderful, But then you go and you revisit this character 30 years later, and you found out that he's failed, and he's become withdrawn. And a guy who was the symbol for the galaxy
Withdrawn?
is
Yes.
now a hermit. I think he's going to be more like Obi-Wan.
Oh,
he's
you
going to
think?
be Yoda. I think he's going to be a... They showed a still shot of him in the robes and stuff, and what I thought was neat was his robes are gray. So I think that definitely is a tonal thing to it. He's not white. He's not on the light side or the dark side.
Oh, he's in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Oh.
And I think that's going to be really, really
a
cool.
gray area Jedi motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Star Wars has always been absolutes, man. It's either light or dark. It's going to. Even Rogue One, I know some guys don't really. Some people didn't really enjoy it, but I mean, the thing with it is there was a lot of. You had rebel agents that were like killing people in that movie and assassinating people, so information wouldn't get out. And I mean, that's something you've never seen in Star Wars before. And I think that they're going to really drag this further, and I think it's going to be really good. The trailer, I mean, I think that I saw a lot of people bitch about it, but honestly, man, I think we're spoiled now. You get a movie every year, and everybody wants all this big pomp and circumstance, but man, they just teased it. And they gave you some images, and
yeah,
it's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, people are bitching about this one. I don't agree with them because I thought it was a good trailer. If anything, I think maybe they'll come out with another. The next trailer might focus on the dark side because you didn't really get to see too much of that. Like all you seen was the heroes. Unfortunately, I don't like that guy. I don't know his name. Poe, is that him? I don't like him.
Yeah, Poe Dameron. Yeah, the fighter pilot.
Yeah, and I don't like the other guy. What's his name?
Finn.
Yeah, I don't like those whole side stories to me were the kind of Han and Chewie stories maybe. And
they're not as interesting.
Yeah, they're not as interesting. All I want to know about is her on that island with Luke. The other shit just gets in the way. And Kylo Ren and Snook. It's like, I wish they didn't even...
Snook.
Whatever.
Snook.
I like Snook Knight. It's funnier that way to me.
Yeah, but man, I think it's going to be good. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, they the stuff I saw this weekend. I mean, it's really cool. But I mean, outside of Star Wars, man, I mean, there's so much other shit that's happening. I mean, we're going to cover the Thor trailer. We had that coming out. I don't know if you guys have seen it before. You ever seen a movie by it's called The Mist? It was based on a Stephen King novel.
This is old, right?
I feel like I saw it a long time ago.
Maybe. Yeah, like early 2000s. It's a bunch of people who are trapped in a grocery store, and then the mist with all like these insects on the outside and stuff.
I think I did see that. You going to talk about that?
They're doing a television series on Spike TV, and it looks phenomenal. It looks really good.
Really?
So, I mean, yeah, they have that trailer out. They got a bunch of stuff, man. Our show is going to be crazy long. So
nice. Well, good shit, dude. I can't wait to listen to it. I hope y'all had a happy Easter, man.
Well, thank you. I hope you guys did, too.
Harambe Easter.
Well, dude, thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, that's Chris Tyree, the elder.
Thank you.
Word to your mother, dude.
5-star phone call. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Yeah, right. Exactly. 5 stars.
All right, man.
5 stars, 5 stars. That's it.
All right, man. Later.
PPV.
All right, have a good night.
Night.
Later, man. Well, good. I'm glad it sounded like he was genuine in his admiration. We did a good job. One satisfied customer.
That's it.
Nice. Chris Tyree, the elder, PPV guys. Dude, he'd bring up the Thor trailer. But if they're going to review it on their show, I don't want him to do the whole show and tell us how he felt. But we watched this one too. Allie, first. You seen the Thor trailer. What did you think?
I thought it looked cool. I thought it's what Thor should be.
All right.
Other than the fact that dude don't have the long hair, what the hell is that?
I don't know. You got the
That's
Harambe
fucking
shirt on
stupid.
eating a banana. It's just humorous.
No, but for real though, so I thought that Thor's always been kind of goofy. You know, the movies, like I didn't see the first one, but I saw the second one, and while it was cool, like I liked it. I really like Natalie Portman and their interaction and everything, and it's annoying as little chick in it. But she was supposed to be the comic relief. So I think I'd rather him be the comic relief than like one of these little random side characters.
Yeah,
It seemed like Thor's getting to be a goofball and kind of.
All right,
it's a
so
fun
you think
movie.
that
It's not
too.
like a serious movie.
All right. Yeah, because
It's
I don't
supposed to be
remember
fun.
him being that funny. Granted, it's funny because he's in, modern times or whatever that shit, but I don't remember him being a retard. Well, now, since that...
Since the Avengers, and now we know who he
not
is.
the Avengers, since he
Civil
played
War.
in Ghostbusters.
Oh.
As that played that role. I think they're like, wow, you should act dumber on, as Thor, too, because they really, just that one line he delivers, I know him from work. Like,
They're playing off the
and
fact that
you
it's
remember they had
goofy
that
in
other
general.
video that they did where he lives in an apartment with some guy. It was like some weird scene. I don't even know what it was for, but it was Thor living with some guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That
And he was really
weird.
kind of extra dumb there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is good, though. I like it a lot better. I never wanted to go see a Thor movie.
Right,
This one,
like-
no, I watch it and I go, I kind of want to go see that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I thought it looked fun. Like
Yeah, it's fun. And the Hulk, what it is they put him in like this gladiator ring or whatever. And he's like, oh shit, looking around like, who's it gonna be? It comes out, it's the Hulk running full speed. And he's like, oh, woo! He's like cheering and shit. And he's like, we know each other from work. It's like, no, dude, it's not a good idea. Like, he's about to come get you.
That was fun. And man,
But
I
it is
watched,
funny.
they had, I don't know if it's still available, but they had Planet Hulk available on Netflix. And one day I was just clicking through and I was like, probably a Saturday morning, it was raining. I'm like, let me see what the Hulk, Planet Hulk's all about. And dude, it's a fucking badass story. Like, Hulk gets exiled on this planet, and then the planet, like, has gladiator fights, and he becomes a gladiator. And to watch the Hulk, fuck shit up on this planet, it was really fun. It was a good cartoon. I was like, damn, it's well done. So when he bust out in that, Planet Hulk fucking outfit, I was like, all right, this looks kind of fun. The music, I was disappointed. And I think it's because the song, they did it traditional. Like, to me, that's what Guardians of the Galaxy is doing. Let them do that. I had no problem with the Led Zeppelin song because it's kind of fitting to Thor and the Greek gods. Like, it's about shit like that. I thought that was cool. But they fucked up. They should have let somebody remix it. Dude, there's a Led Zeppelin song that Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor remixed for something. I don't remember what it's for. It might even be the same song. It's a Led Zeppelin song. It might be the same one.
Slayed it.
Oh, it's fucking incredible. Just to hear that song, but redone
level, right.
with new tech, like make it
New
fit the
techniques
movie. They ripped off fucking Guardians with this movie a lot, it looks like. I think visually and just marketing wise and everything. It's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, disappointed on that.
Oh man, whatever, dude. It didn't.
I thought the
come
haircut was
across.
weird.
Yeah, that's my main concern is why doesn't Thor have the long flowy hair?
Because
He's
he
supposed to have
shave
the hair.
it so he looks like a gladiator. You can't fight with all that hair.
Yeah, you can, man. Put it back. Put a man bun. That's what the fuck they do now.
The bad guy chick with all the things coming out of her head, that big headdress. I
pretty
thought that
scary.
looked fucking wicked.
Yeah, she's wicked.
But then when she grabs the hammer and she smiles, she's got a mouth like a catfish. I didn't like that too much.
She's a scary looking bitch.
She is. She's not like hot. It would have been better if they would have got Angelina Jolie or somebody.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because this chick had like a nice shape and everything, but it also seemed kind of CGI-ish, so you couldn't really tell.
Right.
But her face is strange.
Seemed like the CGI in that whole thing looked pretty cheap.
You thought so?
I thought
Yeah, a
so.
little
Compared
bit.
compared to fucking Star Wars, yeah.
Well, I mean,
what
that's
about
totally
Ghost in the
different.
Shell?
But in the show, no, I thought Ghost in the Shell looked really good.
All right.
To this one seems just very, I don't know, doesn't work for me.
Gotcha.
Looks fake. Does that make sense?
well,
I know it's
fuck,
fake, Motherfucker, I know it is fake, but you know what I mean? It doesn't look real fake.
Maybe since it's supposed
Not
to be
real
goofy,
fake.
not real fake.
I don't know. I thought they show something. I don't think they're. I guess they're. I don't know what they are. It gets so confusing. I don't know if they're aliens or whatever. But some of the fucking creatures in the set design, I thought looked cool. What are they?
Nah, they reminded me of Beauty and the Beast. How bad the CGI looked on the Beast.
It looked like a bunch of Beauty and the Beast. The Beast is generated.
God, dude, what is this?
I don't know. Come on.
All right. Anything else on that? Y'all done? Y'all good? Do you want to go see Thor? Oh boy.
If y'all all go see it, I'll go see it. But it's not one of mine that I'm like, oh, I want to
go see it in 3D. In
Please,
Canada?
nuts.
Definitely not. Got him.
Gotcha.
I feel the same way. Like, I don't feel like I would die if I didn't see it or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I kind of just want to see the Hulk fuck shit up. I like that for some. I really like that character.
I know.
He's my idol.
We know. We know.
And the Ruffalo guy doesn't fuck it up too bad.
Oh, Ruffalo's the shit, man. I've always liked him. He's a good actor.
All right.
All right.
Well, dude, Mebra came out with a new video.
Mebra,
We watched that
bro.
last night about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Perfect
we were
time to
buzzed.
watch
I
that.
don't really remember. It was cool
Yeah.
looking, man. He had some weird effects, and he had like this turtleneck on, these glasses, and it's all in gray, and he's doing this thing, and then all of a sudden this other face comes through, and it's like this triggered chick, and then like you could see just the face coming through. He's got it cut like in a V shape. It's the craziest looking shit.
He did some cool stuff. It's a creative motherfucker.
He really is.
I like it because it really reminds me of, I remember when you just get into shit, you just kind of fucking with the program to see what you can do. And some of the stuff you come out with when you're just kind of cracking the surface and learning it, that's some of the best shit you ever do, because a lot of things were accidents.
Right.
Like usually when you get real good at something, you kind of go in with this plan, but when you're just learning it, you're trying all kinds of different shit, and you're going to get some things that shouldn't happen, and for some reason it does. Like, dude, I don't think he sat there. There's moments where he does the overlays, but they're kind of lining up, and the faces are changing. Dude, if he went in there with a plan to do this, he's fucking really good with the tools that he has. Like, it's pretty impressive. Fun shit, though.
I'm sorry, I have one thing to do. My bad. I was just checking in.
No
on
Whine and Cheese show.
So yeah, I mean, Cheese made a post that said y'all were gonna be going on around 8 o'clock. I'm like, all right,
No,
well, this
I
is
got
happening.
smart.
And then I forgot about it, and then you told me y'all didn't do it. I was like,
The only
what?
thing that really, when the show kind of stopped, the only thing that upset me, there was only one real thing that I went, God damn it, I kind of got upset for a couple of minutes. I promoted that we were going to do the show. And we didn't. And then we didn't. And then the next time, I promoted we were going to do the show after that, and we didn't do it.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, well then, we'll have to do the show about 4 times before I ever say we're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, that's what I feel bad about. As somebody that puts out entertainment, I don't want to say I'm doing something and not. I mean, you do that twice, and
No, I'm
people,
totally
you
with
can't get them to pay attention now.
Dude, I think that's
You know?
the biggest thing is keep getting the head of steam and then keeping it going.
Yeah, well, say you get on Facebook, right? When it would piss me off so much about the Cox problems we were having.
whoa, you might have been having problems.
When you go on and you go, hey, listen to us, we're available here, just click here.
Right.
Say somebody wanted to listen to the show for the first time, and they click it and it doesn't work.
Right.
They'll never click on it again.
Right, I know. That's the annoying.
They already decided it doesn't work. So if you say, hey, I'm going to be doing this, and then you never do it.
Right.
And
You're full of
people
shit.
stop looking.
Right.
Like
You're
people
hollow.
stop.
You're false.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I felt like we might have lost listenership because we didn't deliver what we said we were going to deliver.
But Harry's back.
But
It's
anyway,
true.
that was the only thing that kind of upset me.
No, and
But
I'm totally with you. For doing this show and the other shows for so long, that is, dude, that's the hardest thing is that consistency and that routine.
Yeah.
You know? Because once you get into that, you kind of go looking for it. You know, that's why I got to pace certain episodes to kind of, you know what I mean? To kind of have it where you don't burn out of them, but you're not too far behind.
Yeah.
You know?
But, man, I finally got to a point where I feel bad for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
boy.
bad for him.
Oh, boy.
We got, I mean, dude, everything, we got it all set up. We got it done, which is pretty, I mean, for Cheese and I to do it, and for the
Right.
first time setting up
Yeah.
video and
Oh,
audio.
dude.
I mean, it's a little bit to do. And
Right.
we're not trying to just come over and set it up. We're like, yeah, we're going to set it all up and then do a show. It's
right,
like,
right. That's tough.
For the
That's tough
first
for
time.
anybody. For the first fucking time, that's
Yeah.
almost. Ooh. Yeah.
So about 9:30, it came down to a broken mouse.
Really?
Yeah. I
Of
mean,
all
we
things.
set up 2 different computers. It was just one problem after another.
Wow.
And we finally worked them all out, figured it out. We had wrong cables, had to get new cables, tried different cameras. Like, we went through the whole thing,
gauntlet.
right?
Yeah.
And Jesus' mouse just craps out at the live YouTube feed.
What?
Like to where you
Right.
get the
Yeah, yeah.
information to go,
Right.
stream it
Yeah,
here.
And then here and go and right.
The mouse just fucking craps out.
Come on.
Yeah.
Dude.
So he did like any normal man would do. and
Lost his shit
Yeah,
and
he
destroyed
smashed it.
Oh, did he? Really? All right.
It was the littlest piece of shit fucking mouse you ever saw in your life. It looks like he got a box of Special K cereal and they were running some new promotion where you get the fucking lowest grade Logitech mouse you can. Like barely even can. Like he bought it at fucking Circle K when he was
Right.
leaving. Oh,
I
you
need
have?
it.
I need a mouse. Look, I'm right here at the register, right next to the vodka. Like, man, fucking. So man, he destroyed it though. It didn't take much, and then we found a piece later that was still surviving. He destroyed it to make sure it didn't, regenerate like Jesus. It was like this mouse is not rising from nothing.
Wow.
So then he's got it fixed though, right?
All right.
Got to have another mouse.
Sure.
Right?
Something. Yeah.
Comes out and he's got a Logitech dongle.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Plug that in.
Sure.
Wireless mouse.
Okay. Where's the mouse?
Well, he's got 6 of them and 2 batteries. and these ain't nice Logitech. Dude, he ain't fucking dealing with the. And look, he's got the cameras, HD, GoPro, like nice shit, right? We got these little media converters, like nice computers.
All right.
Fucking gas station mics.
Oh.
Right? Like, what the fuck? So, bro, I'm like, what are you going to do? He's like, we're going to find which one syncs with this dongle, man. He's moving the
my
batteries in and out.
God. Oh.
Finally, about 9:45, both of us were just wiped out. We had worked all day, and then we started this. We like came home, ate, and then started.
Right.
And now it's like 9:45, and he's like, we're not doing a show tonight. I'm like, I don't think I could even talk right now. But it was funny.
Wow.
We were really close. So who knows? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't.
Wow.
It's fun for me now. It's kind of a challenge too. Like it's cool setting that shit up. I enjoy that part of it. To go, all right, let's set it
The
up.
first
and
time's
figure
the
it out.
hardest, though, man.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool. Like to me, if he wants to do that show, then he should know at least fucking how to get the show on air.
Right.
It's not going to be the quality.
It's doing the whole thing and making it work and getting it uploaded
Right.
and that. Then you can start figuring, kind of like Vinny was talking about, you can start figuring out how to make the song better. Just make a song first and get the
Right.
consistency going.
Yeah, and like it's nice
the
for me
bugs
to know.
out.
I could get us on
Work
the air.
the mouses out.
I could get us on the air. I could get 2 microphones, probably, and maybe a couple of sounds I could drag into that streaming software. Now, granted, it's not going to sound like you were here, but at least it's nice for me to know. All right,
Right.
So it's kind of good for Cheese and I both to go, hey, you gotta, if you're gonna do it, at least learn how to do it. That way, when somebody else is doing it for you, you kind of appreciate it more.
It's
maybe
true.
I don't know.
I don't think he knew.
Just to understand the struggles. But anyway, I know y'all are happy to know that situation is going like that.
It's like I thought that I would feel so much better about it, but I don't. It actually sucks. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to hear anybody fail that's trying.
When it's cheese,
When- at the
yeah,
end of-
sometimes, but
It's just not fun. And like Cheese was always so much fun to fuck with because he was like, I always felt he was on that
Yeah, he
high
was operating
horse.
at a high level.
Yeah, he's fucking sitting
Right.
on top of this white fucking,
Sure.
stallion or whatever. Those horses that race up on 2 legs, and he's always up there. And I want to throw dirt at him. Not maliciously. Just to cover the horse in cheese and mud. Or dump beer on him or something. But then when you see the horse, it broke its leg. With that little hind leg thing, a little too long, and the leg snapped.
Can we put it down?
And you gotta put it down. And you know. And you're looking at Cheese, and he knows.
Oh boy. Oh,
and
boy.
you know he knows. And it's just, I don't know what it does. It hobbles around a little, and equilibrium's off. Its legs shake like a baby goat. I don't know. Our show went well. Any other thoughts on our show? I think the Elder did a great job.
Oh, dude. We're talking about our show now?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. No, it was great. No, seriously, no bullshit.
It was
we
good.
fucking came through and, dude, slayed it all the way around.
Yeah.
Southport Hall.
Southport Hall. Oh, yeah, it was incredible. It's probably our best show.
You think?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, Allie, I got to say, nailed the fucking end.
Man,
Once I
thank
knew
you,
that,
dude.
once we got through that bitch, it was like, no, we're good.
Scotty
we're good.
told you we'll get through it.
No, man, I actually felt it, man.
Yeah,
I did my
no, we
little
did.
counting in my head, and I made it through it.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck, so much was going on. I didn't even know. It's one of those things where I don't know until something's wrong.
Right.
Like, because there's so
Right,
much
right.
going on. As long as everything's hitting on all cylinders, then you
as
don't
long
even
as the
notice.
ship is sailing in the right direction.
Yeah, you're in the zone, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely that.
Yeah, you did a great job. Steve did a great job. I think
Fucking
everybody
right,
looked
he did.
fun. Scotty was a pick away from perfection.
Oh, come
I mean,
on.
damn.
Come on.
Boy, when Trey's got to say
He was right at mediocrity. All he
about to
needed.
transcend.
Oh, where's the pick? Cables were working. They weren't too tangled.
I know, right? I noticed that too. I kind of kicked some of his shit over.
Baby steps.
Dude,
Baby
next
steps.
we could do one or two things. I think I got a plan that I'm gonna do. I could go buy some picks and just keep them in case he doesn't have one at practice or the show again.
And charge him.
And no,
$1.
just give it to him to save
me
us.
$1.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go buy big giant Afro picks, like from the stores that I'm afraid to go in.
Yes.
And I'm gonna buy those, and every time he doesn't have a pick, I'm like fucking give him one of those. Like here.
You gonna jab it in his hair, or are you just like the feathers, or are you just gonna hand it to him?
I don't know. We might go
That
with
sounds
the
kind
hair.
of violent, dude.
Well, Scotty's here. I don't know if
I'll start wearing the afro when we play, and I'll shove a pick on in my own afro, and then see how many we'll collect. That was funny though. He did a really good job though.
Yeah, he did.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he really did, and I got some good response from the Magic Saturn guys. They were telling me that it really went well. Like what he did really went well with what we were doing. It didn't seem weird to have a guitar player with that type of music in the background, the electronic stuff. That everybody said. He said it was atmospheric.
Yeah. And look, I don't really do anything. Like
I know.
But one thing I do realized over time is when you play with other bands of certain caliber, or at least how much energy and effort they're putting into it, it does something to you.
Yes.
And
yes.
it can either crumble you or you can rise up to it. And I think booking this show is a little ballsy for us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, we're going to go take two. And I'm going to say the best at that. Like, we took a lyricist and a fucking psychedelic rock band. And we're like, all right.
Let's do it.
And then y'all got up there and had to compete with it. And then we say compete. It's not because it's like a game. It's just you got to have your level of quality up there, because if not, it drops so bad you just
Compared
look
to
dumb.
them. Right.
Right. We got to go bigger than that.
You gotta go bigger than that.
But everybody, dude, Billsberry had trouble in the middle of his set. Like Chopsley, I don't know what happened. His computer locked up or something fucked up. And dude, he was like, okay, we got this. All right, well, we're going to do this a cappella rap right there. And then he tells a story, which he's fucking very good at. Then goes and does an a cappella rap.
Oh, it's like a whole song.
a whole song.
Yeah, with no backing track. And it was good.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
it was almost like, you know what was weird? Remember I'd said a while ago, I don't like when they do those fucking rap montages. I'm there to hear someone rap because they're so good at it. I believe they are. I want to hear that. And with no even backing track. Like, I got that. Like, that was one of my favorite parts of the show.
Same here.
Like a mistake.
Same here.
Something bad happened. He turned it into something good.
Agreed.
That's fucking where it's at.
And he never lost the audience. That was the key thing.
Even more, I was even, I
more
think,
engaged.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm with you.
And it's a
Absolutely.
good room for that, too. It's that small enough room to where you can really get an intimate vibe, but
Right.
still be, like, comfortable and, you know.
Yep.
Pretty
No,
cool.
I'm with you, man. He was great, dude. Magic Saturn. They were really tight. I was listening to him at sound check, and they were hitting that
The
4-part
fucking
harmony.
sound check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
their sound
They were
check
doing a
was
sound
beautiful.
check, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dude, it was pretty ridiculous. They've got this one song I hear that I'm just like, every time they do it, very Floydish, but god damn, dude. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I dig him. I gotta go see him again. Like,
Agreed.
Incredible. Billsberry lived up to his expectations. You went to bed now?
Oh, wait, there's
I mean, should we
bad.
just paint it all rosy, like everything was great?
Oh,
and
yeah,
I had a good
yeah,
time?
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. We went to see.
Yeah, moving on up.
The room was a fucking nightmare. Dude, oh man,
It
that was
was
a rough setup.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
rough.
yeah.
Because of what we have to do. Not everybody.
Wait. Let's
Yeah.
talk about this because this was the first, kind of like Whine and Cheese, was the first time doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was a lot to do. A lot.
Hello, buddy. I had to blow my nose. I don't know what you want me to do.
But it was the same principle as it was a lot to do. It was a hostile environment that you didn't know what you had and what.
Wait, Southport hostile?
Yeah, just as far as you're going into I always consider a new venue a hostile environment. In
A
regards,
feeling out process.
Correct. Because you don't know what works, what hasn't worked in the past, or at least some kind of guideline, because this has never been done.
Right.
And our level of production, too. And we bring a lot of shit, and we try to do a lot of shit, especially with minimal stuff and minimal time. So this was a little bit of a feeling out process.
Yeah, when I go into a room or a situation like that, I know we're going to play a show in. I stopped giving a fuck about it anywhere else, which is nice. It's a relief. I don't go in and try to fix everywhere. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just leave if I don't like it. I'll go back to the Dolby Theater, the worst theater ever. But I go in there and try to find all the things that I don't like or making me uncomfortable because I'm like hypersensitive. So if I can take care of most of my things that I don't like, that the average person's going to be fucking elated. They're not even going to realize it. But I get, whatever. I'm not good at being in a room that I don't feel is perfected.
Sure.
So I don't know how to fix most of it, but the things I can try to fix, I go, all right, we're going to go in and I'm going to try to fix these 5 things. And our fixes, basically, hang black fucking shit on everything. They had windows in the back where you're looking at the stage. I didn't like how you could see the windows. I didn't want some white things in the shot. And Mayday had a great idea to cover the air conditioning, but we decided not to. Good thing we didn't. But we couldn't make holes and we couldn't staple and we couldn't screw, so I had to like tape fucking fabric to walls. Oh, it was fucking miserable.
Dude,
I was
we went
so
through a
mad.
lot of tape.
Yeah, and I got a brand new projector mount, but the only place that I could hang it to screw into the wood where they already had holes was like on this beam that was pretty far back, but then they got a tension line that runs across through the place that holds the walls up, and we can't cut that. I tried.
Oh, God. Come on.
I was up there with my knife for like 20 minutes. No, but but anyway, and the whole time, and then prior to the show, fucking Fagnetto, Mark, tells me that Jay's gonna be there, not him. And I'm like, oh fuck, why don't you just tell me Tony's coming?
Oh, come on, what are you
get
fucking
outta
talking about? Jay was awesome.
Jay was awesome. I was scared to death of him. I don't know. But we
Why,
had a
'cause you
good
don't know him as good?
Huh?
Because you don't know him as good?
No, because I do know him.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah. I mean, we can run late. They like to be out of there. They had to set up for a wedding. I'm like, everything felt like it was against us. I mount the projector. I buy extra fucking spend money to buy a really nice mount.
Yeah.
The best
Dude,
one I
it
could
looked
find.
nice.
It's
It felt
well
great.
made.
Right.
Fucking garbage. That and Epson.
You gotta read the
Epson,
reviews. Did you read the reviews?
I don't make fucking projectors, but if I did, Epson, I'd make a fucking better projector than you.
Then just
Just
don't
put
buy
2.
Epson next time.
Allie, give me a second.
Oh,
fuck.
Go.
They don't put the fucking screw holes in the 4 corners.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
put them
fucking
in
dumb.
2 in the front and
That's
1 in the
fucking
middle. This was like a self-leveling fucking thing, so it wouldn't self-level. We ended up rigging the projector with tie wraps, string. Mayday had a 20-foot piece of
trick
what?
line.
Trick line, and this shit saved the show. It was the projector was up there with tie wraps, gaff tape.
know.
Dude, we went through a roll and a half of gaff tape.
Huh?
All this just because I'm a fucking nut. And I don't want the pictures to look bad. So then I we hang the screen also with the string because we couldn't put
And
screws
go
or
around
hooks.
the rafters.
Go around the, right.
Yeah.
And we hang the screen and man, it looked pretty good.
Right.
We're like, all
Yeah.
right. I was disappointed. It looked a little small, but I'm like, as a guy, you get used to those things. So then I shoot the projector and I can't get the projector close enough to shrink the size of the screen. The
man,
projection's
I know.
way too big. So I'm like, all right.
Almost double the size.
Mike
of the
said, what are we
screen,
going to do? I'm like, cut the fucking screen down. Now I'll lose a screen because I don't have a screen to fit it. So it's like, shit. I had some white felt from when we did the front drops over at Twist when we did the double screen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is bigger than that screen. It's not as good, but fuck it. How am I going to do that? I don't know. We'll tape it. We tape the fucking screen to the thing. We leave, and on the way home, I'm watching mentally all the shit I did just falling because the humidity changes and all that shit. And I'm like, I'm going to get back, and it's going to, like, 2 hours are just wasted. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it.
Really?
Oh, I was like,
It was on that verge.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
Because
really.
it's like the amount of effort and fucking thing.
I know.
All right.
And I've kind of felt the same way. I was to be honest with you, I was prepared when I went back to see you fucking with it and jumping back in, and we're like, all right, what are we doing? What are we gonna do? And
Plan C.
Yeah, literally. Goddamn.
But, I mean, dude, if you're just a regular band playing it, you're not dealing with these things. But I am.
Right.
You know,
Sure. Lighting. Don't
That's
forget
what I
about the
choose
lighting.
to
we
do.
had to do.
And I bitch about it, just like everything everybody chooses to do. They bitch about it. But it just felt like I kept failing. So, dude, I set it up, and I told Magik Saturn I'd play some space videos, like just so something going on, because I didn't want the blank screen up there the whole time. It's just rude. Like, we hung a screen, we fucked your setup, made it look stupid, and you just deal with it because you're the opener. So I'm like, I got some space videos. That'll be kind of fun. I had the 60s liquid kind of thing. I'm like, that'll fit them perfect, right? So I plug in the computer. I start it up. I open the program, and it crashes.
Oh, god damn. Right out of the gate?
And then I open it up again, and it crashes. I restart the computer, open it up again, crashes.
Jesus.
I'm like, fuck. So I guess my file of the whole set list that I made is deleted.
Corrupted.
Oh, right, corrupted or
All right.
whatever, so it's causing a crash. Dude, open it up again, it opened. It worked the entire show. I shut it down after them when Billsberry was on, because Chopsley had his. We swung that HDMI over. That was cool. He played a movie, like a movie he made. It was pretty well done. It was creepy as fuck. I liked it.
Yeah.
I was like, that was cool. He had some Morgus clips in it. That was funny.
I like the intro with the god damn it, what was it? RoboCop.
That's good. You like that, huh?
You heard me squeeze that one
I like
out,
the
right?
juggernaut bitch.
You drop a doodle
Juggernaut
RoboCop.
They had the juggernaut, and my mom was there, and I'm like, "Look, mom, it's the juggernaut." And she was like patting somebody on the shoulder, going, "It's the juggernaut, bitch." I think she was doing that to Lazy Eye. I'm like, Jesus, mom.
Oh, it's so happening.
It was funny.
So we took break, and you what your mom said when we were coming back up. Your mom was like, "Y'all go back in there and see my daughter."
We took a break to do our costume change, Mayday's remodeling, playing some DJ music.
Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend. So I'm like changing and shit. I run in there quick, and it's like, everybody went outside. It was hot, so people were going outside. And then I thought, wow, we got back on stage and maybe people could hear us, and they were like, oh man, that sounds good. Let me go back on in. But then I find out later that it wasn't that at all.
Well, it wasn't.
Apparently, my mom ran out there. Apparently, my mom ran outside and said, "My daughter's getting back on stage. Y'all come back in." I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, how great is that? Though it's kind of like, man, she's working. Like, she's here, but she ain't just fucking around. She's helping.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That's
Thanks,
pretty
mom.
She came in handy.
That was awesome.
Dude, the people, man, we take that break, and I was like, fuck, is anybody going to come back?
Right.
Like, because
I
it
was
was
thinking
starting to
that
get
too.
late, and it was like, shit, maybe we fucked up. But, man, a lot of people came back. It was awesome.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
It was
they were ready
almost
for
worked
more.
out perfectly because I looked and everybody was like smoking a cigarette or getting a drink.
Take a break.
Yeah.
Get some air.
10 minutes. And
Yeah.
then when they came back, it was like, oh, okay, cool. I needed a 10-minute break, and then I want to see Act 2.
Well, and you remember I remember one of the things we were talking about Radiohead. I always think it's good if you go to something, you analyze the things you like, and then you try to introduce them into your show. It's like, hey, and the way that Radiohead felt like, goddamn, it was like we watched 2 sets. It felt like you really got your money's worth, and you got to see everything they did. It kind of felt like that. Like, hey, here's everything we got, and we're not leaving with nothing.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, we did our full, probably about an hour, right? I
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a little over an hour with the break.
Yeah. The covers were incredible. The end opening up and then Disassociative, you fucking nailed those.
Yeah.
It means so much that Mr. Tyree being out in the crowd, appreciated me doing that. 'Cause, he's the man on that fucking song. And I was like, all right, he's out there,
Yeah, if you're going to imitate Jim Morrison, you got to do it in front of Mr. Tyree.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But I was like, I fucking rehearsed and practiced this song so much that I feel like I have to do it. Because I was going to tell him, why don't you just do it? And then I was like, no, man, I did all this work. I got to get over my quote unquote fear and just do it on stage.
Right.
It's just the timing of shit is so hard, and there's no cues, and it's just, but.
That's why it's such a good song. That's why it's the amazing part.
Yep.
Hey, you're on Not Real Radio.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Harry.
What's going on?
What's going on?
We chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah, what about you? We're doing the show.
It's good to hear Vince's voice.
Fucking right.
He's awesome, dude. Vince is fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't make the show Friday night. I had a crawfish ball that day and got a little liquored up and told a crawfish and I went to sleep early.
It seemed like that was a lot of people Friday. That was like the crawfish boil day, you know?
Yeah. Well, Good Friday. So, yeah, it was a family crawfish ball, and we ate till we couldn't stand up, or we drank till we couldn't stand up. One or the other.
One way or another, you couldn't stand up.
Harry. I just laid down, baby. So,
Well, dude.
but
What's up?
I heard it was a really good show, though.
That's what you did? You called and apologize?
No, I called to wish you happy Easter. This was sort of a dual call.
Oh, fucking happy fucking Easter.
Harambe Easter.
Dude, the way that meant, you got drunk an extra day this weekend.
Yes. Pretty much.
Oh, man. You doing all right, though? Family's good? Everybody's all right?
Everybody's good. We had a good Easter day. You know, went out to eat with the family, and it was good. It was nice. Came back and just relaxed. It was nice to enjoy a Sunday off.
Like a pig in the slop.
Oh my God.
You all making fun of me?
No, it's Mayday. I didn't do anything.
Oh, well,
That's okay.
I shouldn't expect anything less.
Of course.
That's deluxe package.
So everybody's been good?
Yeah, I think so, man. I'm still riding the high from Friday, man. That was so freaking awesome. It
How was
reminded
that?
me again, like, why I want to do this shit, you know?
It's not my phone.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you fine.
Oh,
That's me. They fucking with
Oh,
you.
dude, come on.
Oh no! I wish I would have made the show, man.
Yeah, well, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a rabbit, a hat, and a bat, and a 6'4" Impala, but I don't, Mr. Harry. I wish I was you sometimes, and sometimes I don't.
Dude, being bizarre is tough enough. I already told you that.
I know, that's
you got,
why.
You got a tough enough job.
If
You
I'm
don't
willing
need
to
be-
trade
don't
with
be-
you, I got it bad.
We're going to play again.
I'll trade it
you
all
got
away
all
for
time
a
low at that
pool.
point.
I'll trade my whole life away for a pool. Come middle of July.
Or a fire pit in the wintertime.
I was waiting for Prodigy. Well, good shit, Mr. Harry. Happy Easter. I'm glad we got to talk to you.
Yeah. Just want to call in and wish y'all a happy Easter. Hope y'all had a good day with your families, respective families, and now you got the internet family listening in. So y'all got y'all shit going on.
Thank you.
Enjoy listening to you every Sunday.
Man, thank you, Harry. That's very nice.
Love the fuck out you, man.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Mr. Harry.
All right.
Yeah.
It's called garbage.
It's called garbage.
Mr. Harry, the helpful one.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
try to be.
All right, man. Lay it on.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I gotta listen to radio shows, see how they tell people bye.
Oftentimes they're very
It's
helpful.
gonna be my new thing. Learn how to end the phone call.
Learn how to find out that it's out with Ali! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Friday, April 21st. That is next Friday at Southport Hall. Southport Hall. We're back at it. We're going to see Wendy Clear, and that's B-Goat, B-Jeezy. That's his Blink-182 tribute band. Tickets available at Ticketfly. It's only $5, and they're doing their whole Dude Ranch album, and then they're gonna go ahead and do a whole bunch of other fun stuff on their second half.
Yeah.
So y'all should fucking come out to Southport this weekend. Friday, April 21st. Show starts at 9 p.m. This week's Out with Ali, sponsored by Harambe. Remember Harambe, R.I.P.
And they got the same night, Blink-182, the cover band.
Am I supposed to talk about that too?
Oh, that's going to be that mothership thing.
Okay,
with
well,
the
the
ginger
Led Zeppelin
guy.
band is going to be in the front room at Southport. If maybe it would be fun to go to both, kind of bounce around a
That deck
bit.
will be kind of cool. You got a mixture of people now.
I'd rather watch
collecting on the deck.
Blink-182 just because I don't get to see that a lot, and I've seen the Led Zeppelin band. But I would like to try to do both. Maybe while they're playing some of the older stuff I don't know, maybe we'll go see Led
Alright.
Zeppelin and then, you know. But yeah, Southport's been rocking it, man. About to do some fun shite.
Yeah, speaking of with Allie, we went and seen Jak Locke last night.
We did at Babylon.
All the goats were there. All the house goats were there.
They were.
B-Goat tried to
Oh,
play drums.
Boy.
And Sean fucking destroyed bass, dude. Sean,
Dude, his bass, his sound is just like, you know it's him.
the
Classic
fucking,
Ampeg
He's like the
sound.
Woody of bass or something. Like it's got that distinct like, you know what I mean?
I do. Sounds like bass.
It's like you can hear, like you just, never mind, fuck off then. I thought
I want to
that it sounded really
understand.
cool. It was just like, it's got this sound to it.
Yeah, it's him. I'm
Right.
sure it's
I
a
thought
good
you were
bass.
pointing at me. It's him. I was like,
You
No,
said it
wasn't
was
you.
good. I'm fucking saying I agree.
Yeah. B-Goat, I didn't really notice as much, but B-Goat said that he was struggling.
He was.
That he got too fucked up at his barbecue party.
Crawfish bowl,
to the,
which we
to
couldn't
the
go
point,
to.
to the point where he was still fucked up the day after. Could barely get there, little dehydrated bastard.
He's a mess.
First fucking song, he started looking around for the fan so he could plug it in and blow on him the whole time. Trying to keep every little bit of oxygen he could in that little gook body.
Oh, that's horrible. I didn't even realize that. To me, he sounded okay.
Charlie, don't sweat.
There was a couple of little things, dude, but that he normally never.
Yeah, I
he's
didn't
normally
notice.
flawless and doesn't make any mistakes at all. I could
Flawless.
see where he
Oh,
felt
lame.
like he wasn't himself, but he
Super
still
lame.
fucking nailed it.
I thought so too.
It was fun.
But Mayday said no and B-Goat said no, so I gotta believe those two.
Oh.
All right, well, I'm just saying to the untrained ear, it was fine, Bigo. Don't worry.
It was cool that all Jack's songs kind of got a little heavier, like with,
Yeah,
with
dude.
him and Sean playing.
It did.
I thought that was kind of fun.
It
and then
was.
Jack kind of fucking with him. Dude, goddamn, Jack does that set. It doesn't matter
Jesus.
who's playing around him. He's getting through that set, and he fucking delivers
Right.
it. It's fucking fun. Goddamn, it was good to see Jack.
We did, and we got to see the dude John from Blind Texas Marlin.
Yeah,
And
he
he
wasn't too
played-
happy. He was a
Yeah,
little
he
off.
always,
what was wrong?
but he never really
Is that
seems
him?
happy for
He's
some reason,
depressed?
which is sad. But he was there by himself, so maybe
Yeah.
that's part of it. Like you feel weird, you're by yourself.
Right.
But he went up there and played with his guitar, and it was awesome.
That dude's good.
It really was. He's got a great sound.
I was
Same thing. Hit the sound.
I was trying to figure out that song that Blind Texas Marlin does that I like so much, and I was wondering if he was going to play it. And he just kind of stopped abruptly, and I knew I didn't hear it. And I couldn't remember the damn name of the song. So then I went and kind of searched for some of their music, and they got it on there. And I find it. It's called Sexy Ida.
All right. Bye.
So I'm like,
Tina
don't
Turner.
give your love to sexy Ida. No, not that. No.
Totally not the right one.
Oh, come on.
But I don't know if
But
it's
it was a Tina
necessarily
Turner
the same
song.
though. I think they might change
No,
some
I
things.
listened to it. Well, I mean, fuck, I don't know.
Seem like some of the lyrics are different.
not
Just
it
my
either.
opinion. I'm not.
All right, so I don't know. It
Oh,
may or
no,
may
that
not
song
be the
makes me
same
kill
song.
myself.
But anyway. There you go.
That's it. You had that the whole time.
The whole time. That was only 10 seconds. Don't step on my bit, Allie.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
May they rehearse fucking that bit up. I'm not just going to play it right off the bat.
Oh, man,
I'm going
you
to
know
play
what?
3 wrong songs.
I'm not
Two.
intelligent.
Two.
I'm not intelligent.
That song's fucking awesome.
You know what happened though? He popped a guitar string. And he just was like, well, I don't have another string, so
don't have
sorry,
another
it's
string.
done. And I was like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
They had some guys open up too, like these older guys, and one of them had a flute.
Yeah, so we get there. This is where it gets fun. We get there, right? And the goats are there, and I don't really know if me and Kevin are cool because I felt like something weird happened. I made a fucking post or something, a Muslim fucking
He's an
a
asshole.
goat or something. I don't even remember what it was at this point. I made a joke, a distasteful joke, and it didn't go over real well. I thought somebody in a band called, House of Goats that sang a song called Rape Van and shit like that. I thought I could do that. I thought I had, thought it was that kind of, that world. But I
It's
thought he
always messy when
I
it's
thought he got
involving a
upset about it,
girlfriend or
right?
something
And
that
if you
you-
listen to the show, you already know Melissa fucking hates this. Like, that's
Yeah,
not,
she really
that's
does.
not a
That's
secret.
so sad,
like,
man. Like I
she
never
fucking
even
hates it.
never tried to like talk it out because I really would still be willing to talk it out, like and find out what the fuck happened. I have no idea.
Yeah, well.
And I just feel
Obviously
like
she's
weird,
not.
so I just try to like just
Yeah.
pretend that
So
not
she's there, and not like a lot of people there. All right. So like when there's just a few people there,
Right.
and there's a few that don't like each other, I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive. I'm not gonna be. This is not like. I guess it is a little gossip, but something that happened on the show. You remember B-Goat quit like Ghetto Demon?
Yeah.
I think he kind of announced it on the show, like, yeah, Wayne quit, and I think I'm out too. And I remember, I think I got a message from Rob, like listening to the show. That's how he found out or something.
That's
I
right.
don't know. But I know that Rob's probably not too happy with B-Goat.
Yeah, you're right.
And then we're there, and then, they're playing,
Yeah,
they're playing
I know,
Babylon,
I
so
know.
B-Goat's there.
Right.
Rob's kind of like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're
And then
right.
fucking Melissa's there, and she fucking hates us. And then it's like, there's got to be middle people, too. I'm sure there's
Right.
some that just go on the team, yes, we hate them, too, and
Right.
it's the hate us team, and that's cool. I understand. It's fun. I try to find humor in this to go, hey, it's fucking life. It is what it is. This is,
Right.
we're in
Move
the
on
entertainment community. You don't have to like everybody, but I would say it's nice to at least be cordial.
Right.
Like, we're all fucking out for the same reason, and it's for love of the music and the entertainment and the people involved in it. Might not like everything I go to, but I like the fact that it's being done. Maybe I don't. I wish that some of it wouldn't be done, but at least it's art. And we do a show where we talk about the things we see, and we try to be honest about it because we're not fucking cowards, and we don't want people to like us because we say nice things about them. Like, like us or like me because I'm being fucking honest. And if something I said at that time, I think I was pretty fucking close. I might go pull the audio just to see. Like, if the hate continues, then why not? Like, I got a great bit, and the only reason why I don't do it is because I don't want to be a fucking prick. But it's like, if you're being a fucking asshole to me, here we go. We'll play that game. Because I want to go pull the audio from Whine and Cheese show when the House of Goats first joined with 2 Minute Cage and see what our predictions were and what we said or why it wasn't a good thing. I want to go pull that audio, and maybe we'll play that and just see how close we came to things that happened or went on. And then I remember, I think I laid it out on this show, the whole thing of what I thought was going to happen with Kevin. And I think I got that one pretty damn close. So it's like, man, I really want to go pull this stuff. Because those are the only two things that I really think that anybody would take offense to or be mad that we said or did. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I'd like to go take those things and say, if I was totally wrong and I fucking said some like slanderous shit that was not true and I didn't feel that way, or you know what, things didn't turn anything out like I said, then yeah, be mad at me. But God damn it, if I fucking nailed the things that happened over the next 2 years, that wasn't me being a fucking asshole. That was just me saying the truth of what I felt. And you know what? I might have got kind of close.
Dude, he's like Tom Stradamus.
I need a theme song for that.
But dude, I feel bad about that. I kind of feel like
I didn't want
you
none
should
of that
feel
happen.
guilty.
I was trying to say
no,
stuff.
because
You'd say it,
now they're gonna be like, well, you wished that upon us, and then it happened.
Well, goddamn, if I'm that powerful, then fucking we're about to be rich.
Yeah.
I'm about to have some positive vibes
But
out
at
there,
the same
dude.
time, you didn't say that.
Spylights going platinum.
Going platinum. But at the same time, you didn't say that you wanted those things to happen. You're just saying I can foresee problems that could occur with these things for these reasons.
But and they're not though. Like it's not
Maybe
Tom
they felt like it
Stradamus.
wasn't
It's
your
just
business to talk about it.
well, fuck. We're in the entertainment community. How would I even know what was happening? Nobody ever called me and had a private conversation with me about any of this.
Okay.
It wasn't like I get phone calls. I do get phone calls from some. I have some real deep, meaningful conversations with a few key artists in this area. I call them my friends, and we are real friends. And we have real conversations. And I don't go on this show and put out shit that I've talked to. Half the time I get pissed that we're talking about it because I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So anything I say on this that people would get pissed about is not a private conversation we had behind closed doors. It's just me observing the media that you put out there. If you put it out there, I can have an opinion on it. I put out shit too. My opinion, which is usually right. Anyway, I still had a good time. I still like those people. I'm upset that things are so weird. Like even with
Me
Bigo, I
too.
can understand Rob being pissed. Remember we talk about with Vinny about being non-confrontational and then things don't ever get resolved. It just makes it worse. And man, Bigo had every right to not want to be in a band anymore. But yeah, maybe you should have went in face to face and just hashed it out. Even if at the end of the day, the only thing you prevented is that person's ability to go, they didn't even come and tell me face to face. Because then what you did doesn't even become relevant.
Right.
It gives them something to be kind of mad at you about. When the truth is you're mad that you're not in a band anymore. Like that's the truth. But yet if you can go, tout it on I don't like you because you're a fucking asshole and you couldn't even manly look me in the eye, you
and
know?
say that and do that. Yeah,
Right.
with you.
That's right.
But anyway, still a good show. I had
Very
fun.
much so.
Yeah, it was cool. All the bands were cool.
Beginning was awkward as fuck.
All
They had
the
them old dudes
musicians.
playing that flute.
Ah.
Yeah, but they did some kind of good stuff, and then Trey was singing the whole time.
They were
That
good. Trey was in a great mood.
Yeah.
You see what
damn,
happened
huh?
after our show? He was like a new man.
He was in as good of a mood as we were.
Yeah.
Dude, we are rehabilitating motherfuckers.
And I think people went through a spiritual transition that
Right?
night. It was like a
Dude,
ceremony.
yeah, Magic Saturn was very powerful. I think it started this like thing that happened, and then like a lot of people that didn't even really like hip hop and rap were like, I don't even like that stuff, but that dude's
believe.
incredible. So it kind of made them open something
Yeah.
in their mind, and then we did whatever the fuck we did, my nervous breakdown on stage, and I think that was
Right?
like, "Poosh, okay, we got enough, we got enough. But then you never come back from that show not changed or whatever the fuck, the same again.
Last thing I think we'll close on tonight, and it's probably the most meaningful and real thing that we've talked about tonight. And I saved it for the end. I don't know why. Maybe just because I guess it means a lot to me. Billsberry and every fucking member of Magic Saturn were the most polite, nice, easy to work with, and the key thing that blew me away, they were like appreciative.
Right. Yeah.
Like I got told thank you.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
same
like,
here.
I don't never hear fucking thank. No
Right.
one ever tells me thankful.
I know.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It might be a reason, but but no, it was like we put on a show, and it's like everybody made. I mean, nobody made real money, but you made enough to go. All right, well, we can put this towards. Things cost money when you're in a band. You got overhead,
Right.
so it's like we paid back the marketing money that we spent on it, and
Right.
everybody made a little change. And everybody put on a great performance, were on and off and courteous.
Professional.
I remember them asking Trey a couple of times, Magic Saturn, asked him, please, can I have a little bit more, me in the monitor, please? And it's like, just to hear please being asked. And the contrast of Magic Saturn dealing with Trey was funny. And I was like, it's just a fucking beautiful thing. Everybody worked together to pull off a production, and everybody involved seemed appreciative. I think Jay even said almost thank you or something. I don't remember.
He told me thank you.
He did? I was shit-faced by the time I talked to him. I just said there were no online sales. I was like, I didn't mean it to be a dick. I just was kind of curious.
He shook my hand and said thank you, and I said
Yeah.
thank you to him. And dude, it was positive when we left, all the way around, including the bartenders and all that. And it was a good time, dude. They handled their business. It was a fun night all the way around.
Yeah, I like going there to hang out when they have things. I really enjoy, staff
Agreed.
and being there. And the play there was no different. It was like, wow, pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yep. And man, Magic Saturn and Billsberry, I can't say enough. Like it made me. I
know.
felt good when I left the show. I'm like, we did something good, and all the problems that I had, and all that bullshit
Went away.
Yeah, it did. It was worth it.
Right.
It's when you do all that and
it sucks.
It's not worth
Yeah.
it.
I was expecting it to be a good show, but wow, this show blew me away,
Yeah.
including us, Allie. You and Tidbit slayed it, man, and even Scotty, except for that fucking pick.
Oh, come on. Look at the guy.
Look,
He's
hey,
going to learn from
we
it.
strive for perfection.
Yep.
You don't
Yeah.
transcend
Right,
mediocrity
right,
by
right.
not having a pick.
Right.
You know? Yeah, that was great, man.
And
Thank
even you, I gotta
Southport.
say, I gotta give you credit, dude. You fucking came through and handled that shit with the projector, man. That was
That
a
last,
tough
huh?
one. I know.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, and you did video for Magic Saturn.
Yeah,
You helped
all the
Billsberry
way
get their
through,
stuff
dude.
set up, and then you did our video, you know.
Yeah, fucking right, dude.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Chopsley was a nice guy. I've never really talked
Yeah, I
to
like
him.
he's
him,
cool,
man.
man.
You
He
know?
does
He-
really cool work.
He was professional, too.
I
I
really
liked how
liked
he
his
came in,
DJing at the
introduced
beginning.
himself, told him, immediately was like, hey, I got this, what do you need? And it was like, cool, we'll have this, and done. And
Yeah.
then it was cool. It was
And they're
cordial.
not the only one. I like dealing with quite a few bands, but those two definitely.
Oh,
If
yeah.
that's the only people we ever played a show with again, I would be happy.
Me too.
I'm sure it would all go bad. We'd say something
Right.
honest,
Yeah.
and we'd get in trouble. But it was incredible. Like
I
it
agree.
just, I don't know. Hearing thank you at the end of the night, I was like, what the fuck,
Right.
man? This
Everybody
is
was
great.
happy too, man. Everybody around was smiling. There was no bullshit. Nobody got all fucked up.
Yep.
No fucking, you know what I mean? There
No
was no
drama.
bullshit. There was a high quality of people that were around, and there was a lot of love flowing around. I hate to be that little person, but it was, man. I felt that overwhelming feeling of, hey, this is a nice feeling. Everybody's having fun.
I didn't
Everybody's
feel defensive
being nice
from
to each
anyone.
other, and yeah, nobody was judging each other. It was just
It was
really
a cool collection of people too.
It felt good
Yeah,
that
really,
that we were able to create that by putting those three bands together. Like they all brought their own little people, and all their people were cool. You know what I mean? We met all kind of different.
How bad do you think our onslaught on the local music scene hurt us?
What do you mean?
Well, it's not the local music scene. It's a small faction called the Metry metal scene. Is that what you're talking about? That's who we pissed off, right?
Oh, really? I don't know.
We pissed off the sound people at Twist the Lime and fucking Pusamano and who else?
I don't know. I just figured there was some bands. I don't think Absence
Obviously, the
Project
Two
care
Minute
for. You
Cage
want me to
doesn't
sit
like
there?
us.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm sorry,
I think
go ahead
there's a
then.
list. I think Doty doesn't care for us.
Doty loves us. He tells us that every time he sees
I
us.
don't know. I think there's I think there's a growing group of people out
Hey,
there
Wayne
that don't
Resurrection
like us.
came out.
He did.
Yep.
That was awesome.
So we got Resurrection on our side. Whoop whoop.
So you think there's no animosity or anger towards us from any local bands?
Oh yeah, I definitely think the Absence Project hates us. Cause remember Jody deleted me off of
Correct.
Facebook.
So the list is growing. So what I was doing basically is summing up and just putting them all in that group of people
Yeah.
that don't care for
Okay.
us. How bad do you think that hurt us?
I was trying to figure out how bad by knowing how many people it actually is.
Oh, really? I was just thinking of a general number. I wasn't
well, I
really
don't-
looking
it's
for an
hard to tell.
exact.
I think all I can say is I don't fully understand your question, but did we move forward or reverse? We definitely move forward. We're definitely going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Does that kind of answer?
I guess I was just saying how many people didn't go to our fucking show because of shit we said on this show
Oh, a lot.
about.
A lot.
Well,
Thank
A lot.
you. That's what I was looking
That,
at. I was
you
curious.
know what? Can I say this too?
You can say whatever you want.
Kind of like Kim Trails hates us. It was her birthday show at Twist the Lime. Can I just say one thing about this? They were shitting on Twist the Lime, and they were shitting on Metairie and the Metairie scene and saying how we need to get the fuck out of there. We should be branching out and playing in New Orleans and all these other places, and that they hated that place, and the only time they got treated badly was in Metairie. And then she has her birthday show at Twist the Lime a year later.
Right.
That was crazy, but it was on the same night as our show, coincidentally.
That is weird.
So one good and bad thing is that, you know, we didn't have to deal with that uncomfortable feeling we had last night at Babylon. It wasn't a mixture of the people that don't. No, I'm saying the people that don't like us weren't
Right,
at
right.
this show. The
They
people
had
that don't
somewhere
like
else
us
to
had
go.
their own show. That was the
yeah.
culmination of everybody that didn't like us. That was Adam and them. It was fucking Tony, and it was 2 Minute Cage. It was like everybody that hates us in one room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they were already preoccupied, and they wouldn't have come to our show anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were kind of in there, it's like they had their own thing. The
Yeah, yeah.
problem is who chose sides, because it created like a thing where, all right,
Right,
do you go
that's
to
what I
Melissa's
feel
show
bad for.
or do you
Right,
go
right.
to Zombies Eating Sheep?
Yeah,
and then
that's
who
what I
does
was
that
talking
show
about
your
earlier.
loyalty?
No-brainer.
You got the
know?
middle people. Like, is this person going to be mad if I go tell
Right.
that person hi?
Right.
And oh god, it's
It's
fucking
weird.
horrible.
But the thing is, I think that was, you know, that's kind of how it went. Like the people that wanted to go to that went to that, and the
Yeah.
people that wanted to go to this
Yeah.
went to this. And I don't think it was about all the bullshit. I think it was like, all right, what music do I want to see? That's what it should be about anyway. And that was two completely
I
different
don't
genres.
know. We
you know?
got videos.
Right?
They're getting videos next.
No, but
Get them called guys, man.
But yeah,
Do
I
some
think
horror movie
we
shit.
we probably did lose some people, but only the people that liked us for superficial reasons.
Yeah.
Like people that didn't really, because if they really know us and they really like us, they wouldn't have just turned against us based on some stupid shit that we said that they didn't agree with or whatever. And, you know, it's like you either with somebody or you're not. Like, you know, things we said were so bad that like people that aren't involved would hate us too. Like that's kind of dumb, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if I could hold that long of a grudge to somebody who said something about me.
Right, right.
Like now, if you physically do something to me, or you know, fucked
Right.
with you, or just crossed that line, you fucked with my vehicle, my place to live, or alley. I don't.
OG3.
Yeah, I'm gonna you're gone.
Right.
But I've had differences and things said about each other and gotten pissed with multiple fucking people. And you know what? Most of them I give a hug to now, and we talk, and we're adults about it.
Right.
Like.
Civilized.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's
You
the
can
thing.
move
When
past
somebody
it.
like deletes you or blocks
Yeah.
you off of Facebook, it's kind of like, come on, man. You know, like that's what people are doing now. Like
They're
it's
just
petty,
in it.
bro.
It doesn't
Come
matter.
on.
It's kind of like everywhere else, at work, at school, everywhere you go in life that's a group, a place. You don't get to choose who you're around, and you make the fucking best of it. You're in the community, you make the best of it. Things get said, feelings gets hurt. Yeah, people get angry, people get fucked over. But as long as there's nothing violent or theft or something like that, then you just kind of fucking move on. But that's me.
Right.
I'm an
You make some
insensitive
tapes
bastard.
and,
like,
it's like a little series.
You
Like
what?
I said, I
You make
mean-
some tapes and you make a little mini series.
Oh God, dude! I'm not liking her anymore. By the way, and that Tony fucking guy, I don't like Tony. Don't
Hey, you
fucking
think-
like him.
You think he's got like some real bad shit waiting for him?
I hope so. I don't like this Tony guy. What the fuck
man,
is his
come
deal?
on, man.
It isn't. The story's still intriguing, but I don't like anybody. I feel so bad for it. I look at that little guy with the bashed in head, kind of like I look at Cheese
Bashed in
now. I
head.
feel bad for him. He was a good kid.
Right. Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He was a good kid, but
The world just shit on him.
Everybody else in the show
He was
so
a good
fucked
kid,
up.
but like I don't know, man. I think there's
What?
something we don't know about him yet, dude. We're on episode 4. Like we
Oh,
didn't
really?
go anywhere.
I've
we
gone
are on,
further into it.
Oh boy.
What's the
I'm
last
scared.
episode you watched?
I'm scared. You better drink some milk.
Yeah.
What number?
I think it was 8 or
Oh
9.
shit, dude. We gotta watch this shit, Mark.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week.
And make sure to go to Southport on Friday and see B Goat and them do their Blink 182. That's gonna be fun as fuck. And also the Led Zeppelin if you're into that as well, because Woody's in there.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. No, we don't have no guest.
Nice.
All right.
No guests Sunday.
We'll find out something fun to do. It'll be just us and your opinions on things.
Let's try to lose
It's gonna
all the
be-
rest of the listeners we have.
You
What
really?
else can we do?
No, let's just talk about total bullshit for 2 hours.
That might work.
I'll give you a homework. Like, all right, watch a couple of more trailers. We got a show. We'll fit in with the rest of the podcast. They have friends. Allie on stage during the show said something about Not Real Radio, and she's like, what, the reason why nobody likes us or something?
Yeah, when we were on stage, I was like, by the way, Not Real Radio, woo! That's the reason everybody hates us now. Live every Sunday night, 8 to 10 p.m.
Oh, man, it's fun. Well, I hope everybody out there had a good Easter. And we'll see you next week. This has been Not Real Radio 64. Don't forget to go check out Spylights. Go to their Facebook page. Go to Spylights. Check them out. You're going to like Vinny. Also, like water. Or like all Vinny's projects.
Like water. Like water.
Like
He's also
like
playing at
water.
Southport
5
in
stars.
June.
5
That's
stars.
right. Give us
5
5 stars.
5 stars.
You
5
know what?
stars.
Don't. Just hit subscribe, please.
Subscribe,
I'd
YouTube.
appreciate it so I
Yeah.
can get a cool name.
Yeah, boy.
Until next week, keep it not real.
Psst.